Right, so following on from Brad's epic question last week.
The sticky or itchy question.
Yeah, so grippy or slippy?
Grippy or... Oh, first of all, I want to go back to last week's question because today has been roasting in the UK and I've actually been so sticky, I might have to go... I might have to revert back to being itchy, because sticky has been unpleasant.
You're doubting the itchiness, so now I welcome you to my throng.
I'm sticking with my hay fever's got my throat so itchy. I wish it was sticky.
So maybe don't say that, or someone clip that segment. Jake wishes his throat was sticky.
Oh God, no.
So sorry, Ben. Grippy or slippy?
Grippy or slippy?
Oh, grippy. 100% grippy.
But wouldn't it be more
slippy?
Yeah, wouldn't it be more fun to be slippy? Fun.
Yeah, but think of the daily tasks that you could not achieve.
Think of the death in the swimming pool. You couldn't stand up.
Yeah, but just I'm talking day to day. I don't usually go in a swimming pool, but you pick up a drink, it slips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave it on the counter. Actually, put a straw in it.
Straws.
Coffee. You're not drinking coffee through a straw.
I'll learn.
I do want to be grippy, so I can be Spider-Man. Just flying up those walls.
Well, if you're slippy, you can be Hydro Man.
I can just imagine just slipping up the walls.
Yeah. I'll do a slip and slide all the way to work.
You wouldn't need a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely grippy. What about you, Ben?
I'm going with grippy.
Grippy.
Yeah.
The reason I said slippy is it relates to what we've been playing.
Star Fox by any chance?
No. It's not out yet.
No, but it is like 6 times. Jake?
I've changed my mind to grippy. Yep.
Okay, so we're all against Joe again.
Hey, next time you'll all come back and be like, no, we wish we were slippy.
We change our minds.
You get stuck on too many things and you can't get them off because you're grippy.
Excellent. So welcome to Gaming Garnish. That was a random question that tickled me. You're welcome. So this is the Gaming Garnish podcast. Welcome. I'm going to be your host this week. My name's Ben. I'm joined by Jake.
Hello.
Brad.
Hello.
And Joe.
Hello.
I faltered because I couldn't decide which order. I look at you guys and it was like left or right, left or right.
There's always Jake before Brad because that's been my whole life. So never do Brad.
Older brother.
Get the violin out.
Yeah. No, I'm not complaining. It just doesn't sound right. It clangs in my head.
Jake and Brad does sound better than Brad and Jake, to be fair.
100%.
Sorry, Brad.
It does. I agree.
Okay, well, I think we'll move on to what we've been playing.
Okay,
nice.
Good idea.
Joe, I went from the other way.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a good segue because I did mention being slippy.
A slippery segue.
What I've been doing that's quite slippery is drifting in Japan a lot.
Ooh,
nice.
We're playing Forza Horizon 6.
Nice. Me too, to be fair.
Yeah, I've seen you talking about it in the Discord.
Yeah, I've been playing it. I wasn't actually going to mention it unless you did. Because I've got too much other stuff to talk about. But yeah, let's go for it.
This takes one of your slots, Brad.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, it's certainly a game. I'll say that much. When I went into it,
it's certainly a Forza Horizon game.
It's one of the Forzas of all time.
Yes, but complimentary.
Yeah, it does exactly what it says on the tin. It's all big spectacle. Anyone expecting realistic driving is not playing the right game with the Horizon series.
I would probably push back a little bit on that because I think, it's not the motorsport series, but I'd say it's still on the more realistic side. It's not an arcade racer.
I'd say it's about as realistic as Grid.
Yeah,
it's not a simulation racer.
No, but I would put that in the sort of perfect, for me personally, the perfect sort of like space between simulator and arcade.
It's not like Outrun or Screamer. Like they're super arcadey.
Yes, exactly.
To the point where the cars don't even feel like cars. They're just like they're there on the screen and whatever happens. And
the more later sort of Need for Speeds kind of are more in that arcadey sort of wing than they are in the simulator. And this is definitely it's erring closer towards the simulator than it is towards the arcade.
Yeah, I mean, it all looks very realistic. Some of the photo mode like angles, it's like, oh god, the reflections off the gloss paint are so good.
Except the people. The people.
I never look at those. Yeah,
that's you're forced to in the cutscenes.
With the caliber of game it is, there's a few things that have irked me about it. Like when there's people in the car talking to you, if you like look at the people in your car, their mouths aren't moving. It's just like sound and subtitles. So it's like, oh right, that's a bit of a
yeah. I get it when you're in the car, but it's things like the cutscenes. Like they've put time into doing the story, which is pretty naff, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. It's just kind of set dressing, but the character models are atrocious.
Yeah, and the fact that you're a voiceless protagonist, so you're just awkwardly dancing about most of the time, like while other people are speaking.
Yeah.
Does it class as a AAA?
I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
It's first party studio.
It's
Microsoft game, isn't it?
Yeah, what they've just basically done is they've put all their AAA budget into the cars and the world.
The licenses of the cars.
And
there's a lot of cars.
There is.
Like when you go on to, you get given this, it's like a tourist handbook type thing. And it says something about 4,070 cars, but I don't think there's that many vehicles in the game. There's like versions of vehicles.
Yeah, I want to say
like
there's like
and paint jobs
400 or 500.
Yeah, I think there's like 468 base, and then they're going to be adding loads like through the car packs and there's a car pass
already. Yeah. I will say
you do get stuff from playing previous Forza games as well. So the other Forza Horizon games all had like a flagship car that was like on the box art and the opening race that you do. You get all of those because I was using the black and yellow Lambo from the last game. Is it Australia? The last one?
No, it was Mexico. But you didn't get that from that. You got the Mercedes AMG from that one.
Oh, the red one?
Yeah.
The gull-wing doors one. Yeah.
The only two cars I got were the Dodge Viper, which you get from playing Forza Horizon 1.
Wow.
And then the Mercedes, which you got from the last one, which I only played for like 5 minutes.
Wow.
I've not played the others.
That one must have been from Forza Motorsport then, because you do get them from those games as well.
Do you get them right at the start? Or
when you open the game, it just gives you these,
So this is one of the things that I'm a little bit disappointed about, because when they started talking about the car PG elements coming back, so you get these wristbands and you can't you can't race higher tier races without these wristbands, basically is what they go for. But you can still buy the cars. And as you say, it kind of throws a bunch at you if you've played the others. But even then, some of them, you get so much credits so quickly. Yeah, I don't have enough credits to buy like the best cars.
I don't know. I looked at them at the bank and I had like 500k in there just for
but some of the best cars, some of the best cars like $1 million plus. You know what I mean? But before I think I'd got the first wristband and I bought myself the top end Nissan GTR.
You get given that.
Well, I didn't at this point in the game. I didn't, and I loved the Nissan GTR, and it was like 200 and some thousand credits.
This kind of bugs me a little bit because it's too soon, too fast in my mind. I enjoy the slow vehicles. I enjoy
because give me some D-class races. There are
it also incentivizes you to stick with a car and do it up. Because it starts off with the like Pokemon choice. You've got 3 cars. Which one do you want?
Well, you say
wrong
that,
game, bro.
But you do get all 3 of them regardless.
But that's the thing. You get them all. I picked the car I wanted, and you drive off, and I'm pretty happy with my choice. Yeah, and you get to a race, and it's like, you need to use this car. I'm like, I didn't pick that car. Why do I have it? Yeah. So you just kind of get everything, and you really quickly get all these cars, and it kind of. I used to enjoy on the older games where you'd have a few cars and you'd spend the time putting body kits on them and doing up the car PG elements.
Yeah,
and then
the suspension and the brakes and the whatever.
Yeah, and then you start putting decals on them because you want to customize them and spend a bit of time with them. But because this game throws so much at you, I almost feel like I don't have time to dedicate any time to a specific car because it's kind of feels pointless.
It also doesn't stop you from using other cars in the lower tier races. It just adapts all the other cars to that car class.
I've not tried that.
Because I unlocked, I bought, you can do like roadside car purchases, which I really like because I think they appear at random because they appear in a few different spaces.
You can sell your cars as well.
Yeah.
So like in that way, I think you can give them away to other people.
That's at the barn finds. You could put them in there. I found this really good blue Mazda MX-5, which was like tuned to like A-class 600 or whatever.
You're talking like a newer MX-5 or an older?
No, it's an older one that was tuned really well. It's got like the wide
Miata ones with the lights.
Yeah.
I had one of them.
And it performed really well in this time attack race that it was parked outside, I think, just for so you had a good car to do the time attack with. And I was using it for like almost every race, but I realized that the races that I was supposed to be doing, I hadn't unlocked A-class wristband yet, but I was still able to use the car in those races. Just all the other cars became A-class cars.
Oh.
See, I've not noticed that. There's definitely been somewhere I've got to the race and it's like you have to use... The only car you've got to use is an Evo or something like a Mitsubishi Evo sort of thing. So you have to use that or buy another one. You know?
And so they're not the Forza events. You know, it's where they're called like two-gay events or street race events.
So you've got an option. You've got like an AI, don't you? AI companion sort of thing, and you can ask them what's next, and that will give you. I literally
after every race anyway.
Yeah, I do it all the time. It gives you 4 options, and there's usually 2 Horizon events, which are basically main events that will level up your Horizon stats to unlock the next wristband. Then there'll be another activity. I'm assuming that that's what you're on about.
Yeah, or like a story activity.
Yeah, sometimes it'll be a day trip, which is like it'll take you to a scenic route and it'll tell you about Japan or it'll tell you about a car type and you do like a scenic tour, which is nice. Yeah, and then there's like a multiplayer option as well. I pretty much just do the what's next and just drive to it because I don't really know what I'm doing. And I'm just playing it. I'm not playing it like this is my game at the moment sort of thing.
Fully committing moment.
Yeah, I've got it on my ROG. I'm playing it here and there. I'm just getting in a cool car, driving around Japan for a bit, doing a few races.
So it's interesting that you play it so differently to how I play it. Like I like go to a race where you have to pick a specific car, and then I go after I completed that. I go out of the what's next screen. And I click on the map and think, what are other races this car would be good at? So I don't have to change car all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it puts me in an Evo, I'll try and find loads of like events that are either they go off road a little bit or they're good in like tight corners or something like that.
I think I might have been more inclined to do that had it not done what we were saying before and just kind of throwing so many cars. If it wasn't like that and it was like those earlier games, I'm not sure if the earlier games in the Horizon series did it, but like the earlier, I suppose, Grid or Need for Speeds and that sort of thing, where you kind of have a few cars for a few types of races, and that was it. You'd have your off-road car, you'd have your drift car, you'd have your race car.
I've always liked that more in arcade races, where you maybe build up like 4 cars to do 4 different things.
Yeah,
but then you
can do that with this, and then you save like tunings. So you could save like a D-class tuning for a car that starts in D-class, but you could modify it all the way up to S2. Like they do in one of the story levels.
Yeah, you can do loads with the tune. Yeah,
and then you could just load that tune up before a different race. So you could use the same car through the whole game if you really wanted to.
But you kind of you have to do that.
Yeah,
the game is almost making it difficult to do that because it's encouraging all this other thing.
And a lot of people wanted it to go back to what you're saying.
Yeah,
but
and
it kind looks like they've tried, but not quite.
Yeah, I think they've still tried to keep that Horizon feel of like collect all the cars.
Yeah,
you know, like I was playing, and I've not really talked about it, but I was playing Need for Speed Unbound relatively recently because I wanted a car game to play, and I really enjoyed it.
And that really does the trying to stick with a car and make it good.
Yeah, there was some things I had an issue with on that game, but there was one thing I really liked was it really committed to you wanted to use a specific car.
Yeah.
It kind of almost went too far in the other direction for me anyway, where it was so hard to get another car.
Yeah, they were wildly
expensive. Yeah, and you didn't get that much money. And in that game anyway, you could lose all your money very easily.
Yeah. There's punishments for coming less than third place.
Yeah, or just getting caught by the police. You like basically lose everything you've got that night. So that was maybe too far in the other direction.
There's got to be somewhere in the middle, hasn't there?
Yeah.
That is something I would like them to add to Forza Horizon games. Is I would like them to put police in it.
Maybe.
I say like at night time you go, especially in Japan, they're like pretty strict on like noise pollution and stuff. If you're going through a rural area and revving your engine, like you could like get pulled over or something, you know.
It would be a pretty crap festival though if like Horizon
the festival is out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
right?
true.
It's not in Tokyo city center at like 11 p.m.
True. Yeah. No,
they could make 2 things out of it, couldn't they? Like, the festival's going on, but you can go do a street race.
Yeah.
Have you found any?
I also wish bugs. So sometimes I hit invisible walls, and I'm not sure why. I'm not
I've
sure
heard,
it's like the road geometry or something that's messed up. Or
I've heard you can't destroy the cherry trees, but you can destroy all the other trees.
And any lamppost
Nice.
is fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
You also can't go through people's garden gates, but you can somehow end up in their garden and then you're stuck.
I've found it really. I mean, I'm running on like the 2 lowest end specs. Basically, you can. I've got the ROG Ally X and I've got the Series S, and that's what I'm playing on. And it looks and runs fine on both. It stutters a lot on the ROG Ally, but excuse me, I think they'll fix that.
Yeah. How's the load time on it? Because you said the other one was really
fine.
long.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm not having the same issue I had on Horizon 5.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, one of the problems I had with Horizon 5 was a lot of the because I played 4 to death, absolutely loved it. Not like that with car games usually, and I just really enjoyed playing it. Also, I think it was based in the UK, so that kind of makes me want to play it more. But we moved on to 5, and there was probably 2 or 3 of us, maybe 4 of us, that were playing them at the same time, and it just kept pushing us out of our group. Like we couldn't stay together. So that's why I was asking about bugs, and that's what made me not play Mexico.
I've not tried the multiplayer yet. I'll have to give it a go at some point.
I did have a problem with the connectivity on the day it released, but I've not had it since. Where it's an always online game by default, but you can play it solo if you want to. It replaces all the player cars with driver tars.
Yeah,
but it kept like putting me in Horizon solo like after every few races. I think that's just because loads of people were playing it at the same time. But
I think
the favorite thing about this one though is you do it, in the other ones you have barn finds. In this one you have like treasure cars where you find like a postcard with one single photo of the car and some scenery, and you have to find it based on that. And there's no like you're near the car now notification. You could have driven past it like 3 times, but until you've basically lined up your camera with the shot of where the car is, you're not going to find it.
Oh, wow.
It's a cool element,
There's like 3 cars I found that way, and there's one that I just cannot find at all.
There is some really, really cool sort of elements to it. Like, I do really enjoy it. It's just like we were saying before. For me, just to make it that next step would be the RPG elements be refined. I do want to say though, I don't know about you, Joe. What radio station do you use?
Whatever's on.
Honestly, I always skip to the XS radio because about half of that radio track is my Spotify playlist.
Oh, nice.
There's so many songs by bands I listen to, some of them more obscure, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Sleep Theory or Coheed and Cambria came on this guy.
Say I didn't know they had a boy band channel.
A Japanese radio station on.
When
I'm in free roam, I do try and put the Japanese radio station on, so it's a bit more immersive.
See, on the rock playlist, there is some Japanese versions of songs. So you have like, or they'll have like baby metal as well, which is obviously Japanese. So there is that. But I actually did like the cardinal sin and turned car noise down and radio noise. And it's still too quiet. But because when I drive, I have my music way up, and that's what I like. So
that's because you're going deaf.
Oh yeah, that's not the game.
Yes.
Yeah, other than Forza Horizon 6, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I finished Screamer. Well, I finished the tournament mode in Screamer.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Nice one.
And the story went places that I did not think it would go. Cool. You go to space.
Damn.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, you start racing in like these geodesic domes that are on a massive space station. It's really cool. And you unlock, I was telling you that you got this overdrive mode for one of the teams. Everyone unlocks that in space. Okay. And it's part of the story for why they unlock it, because the reason the Screamer tournament is set up is because it feeds like these alien husks in space that then if they get enough like emotional energy from the Screamer tournament, they can awaken and take over the Earth.
Oh my God.
It sounds very Fast and Furious.
Well, yeah.
It was a real curveball. But one of the... I'm actually not going to mention this because it's a big spoiler, but one of the things that I predicted was true, like from the start of the game. I was spot on with it the whole time. I was like,
good stuff.
Vindication! I was right! Because they mentioned something about technology that they don't really understand. I'm like, that sounds suspicious.
Yeah.
You invented it, didn't you? Why don't you understand it? But yeah, really good game. I've been playing the arcade mode a lot more now. It's hard.
I bet it's quite hard to go between this and Forza.
Yeah, because I was so used to drifting with the right stick. When I went on to Forza, I was moving my camera around all over the place.
And the camera's awful in Forza. I hate the way it snaps.
No. You can turn it off. In the there's a drift camera mode.
It's not so much just drifting, but it's like when I want to turn, say, to the left.
Yeah.
I don't want it to snap to the left.
Yeah, doing the drift camera does that. You see your car turn and the camera doesn't directly follow it.
Okay.
That's really helped me in a lot of races and getting my cornering right and stuff.
Nice.
Because normally it's like the camera's stuck on a beam to the back of your car, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
But now it's not like that with the drift mode on.
I'll have a look.
Yeah, but the drifting mechanic is wildly different to any other Forza game.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just so much smoother in Forza Horizon 6, and I can see why they did that, because it's Japan. It's like land of drifting.
So you've been doing a lot of races then, Joe?
I'm doing a lot of races, yeah.
Nice.
On a side note, Courtney's got into Super Smash Bros, so I'm training her up.
Nice.
She likes playing as Ryu, not the most beginner-friendly character, but she likes playing.
This is you getting some practice in for our annual Smash Bros tournament next week for Summer Games Fest,
where I get to sit and stare into space.
All right, let's move on from here. I've talked for ages.
So Brad, you've got one more game to talk about.
I've got two. I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have two rants as well.
Oh no.
Okay.
I've been fired up both of these games for like a few weeks. Well, maybe not a few weeks, but like a week at least. I've been fired up, amped to talk about these. So the first controversial game. I finished Mixtape.
Oh.
Why is that controversial? So
it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be.
It should not be controversial. I do not understand why it's controversial.
Politics.
It's a really beautiful game. It's really short, and I was genuinely like smiling, like pretty much all the way through playing it. It's like 2.5, 3 hours. And I think the best way to describe it is it's a coming of age film set in the 90s that has some interactive elements. And to be honest, that's what it was advertised as.
Yeah, it sounds about right, to be fair.
Yeah. That's what all the gameplay looks like it is. You know, I was not surprised in the slightest that was the game I was playing. Now, I grew up in the 90s-ish, but I wouldn't say I grew up in the 90s. I was born in the 90s. Yeah. The end of the 90s. 96 is when I was born. So my childhood was like
they're
early
teenagers
2000s.
in
These
the 90s.
Teenagers, yeah. And it's America. It's a very different place. Yeah. So I didn't sort of resonate with the stories that they were going on. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have that experience. But I've seen it in film. You know what I mean? I've seen it before. And it looked like they captured it very well. Like to the point where I think if someone did share these sort of experiences and live this life, I can 100% see why someone would give this a 10 out of 10. Not because it's the most complicated, you know, gameplay they've ever played, not because it's the best written game they've ever played, but because it really invokes those sort of like nostalgic feelings.
I was going to say, are we back to the Memberries, South Park?
Yes. Yeah. I can see why someone would. And I would not hold that against them. Personally, for me, maybe it's an 8 or a 9 out of 10. You know, still very strong, strongly rated game to me. Yeah. But that extra point or extra 2 points definitely is garnered through nostalgia.
We're getting back to our rant about reviews last episode.
Yeah, subjectivity is king.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. Essentially, I don't want to get too deep into it, but IGN gave this game a 10 and people weren't happy about it.
Because, maybe the reviewer was, you grew up in the 90s. That might be why.
Well, if you read the review, that's basically what they said. You know what I mean? Yeah. It resonated with them. The music resonated with them, which is like a big part of the game. The other argument people have is it's an industry plant because they got perpetual licenses for these, well-known artists, but obscure songs from these well-known artists. They secured the perpetual licenses for. It's like, come on. So yeah,
I think that's very silly.
It's stupid. I really enjoyed it. I think it was a really lovely game. I finished it in 2 sittings because it was so short. I could have finished it in 1. It was not a game where, like, I think
you didn't burn out.
No, when I played Sword of the Sea last year, I think that was a similar length. But I think, did I finish that in 1 sitting? But I definitely felt part way through, like I want to kind of stop playing.
I think it's slightly longer, maybe like 4.
Yeah, but I kind of felt a bit burnt out by that. I felt a bit bored. I felt like I could have done that in multiple sittings because I just needed time away. The only reason I paused this was because I was tired. It was like 11 p.m. and it was.
I think it's funny. So to say, I ended up doing like 2.5 times.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. But
back to back.
Yeah, for me though, like I would have finished this because essentially the way the setup of the game is said it's growing up in the 90s, blah blah blah, but it's basically set in like 3, I think, rooms or areas where you play as the main character with your 2 friends and you're just chatting in the room, and you can go up to them and interact with them. But importantly, there's like stuff around the room to interact with, and when you interact with them, it activates a mini game basically, and it's that mini game is usually a nostalgia trip that's always got music behind it. That the main character is basically making a mixtape of her life.
Yeah,
is this where the flying comes into it?
Yeah, and they're basically like romanticized events from the past. The one where they fly it and they were just running through a field, but they felt weightless because they were like younger and they were just having a free time and they were just running through this field. They felt like they were in air and they were flying, and that's how it comes across in gameplay.
How is that gameplay? Because I feel like the only thing I can really see from like a negative point of view, playing devil's advocate, is that it's not, even the interactive bits aren't very.
They're not that interactive, but when
you play
a walking simulator game.
Yeah, like you can't lose those challenges. Let's say.
But like walking simulators, you usually can't lose, and all you do is walk and you click on stuff. That's kind of all you do in those games. It's more about the story that it's telling and the feelings that it's invoking.
An interactive novel.
Yeah, there's one creative one at the beginning where you play as 2 people kissing. You know what I mean? And
swell right stick for tongue.
They are straight white people, but people are still angry.
Wow.
Anyway.
So, where's the representation, Brad?
You use both sticks to fight the tongues, basically.
No way.
Yeah.
I can't believe
it's like a cross section between the mouths.
That's cool. I like it.
It looks like really good. I don't know how to describe. Like you get the saliva strings between the tongues and stuff. It's quite gross stuff. But it's fun. You don't really do anything. You interact with that, and that's it. There's another one where you're listening to music in a car and you're like headbanging. You're just basically pressing buttons, and they'll do a headbang, or they'll like bang the wheel, and the camera will just keep changing to different angles while you're like moshing out in the car and pressing different buttons. That's it. Yeah. My favorite one, you're skateboarding. You're really angry in this scene, and you're skateboarding down the streets, and skateboarding comes up a few times, but you're just flipping off things. You're just literally going on and you press a button to flip off something.
Hell yeah.
And it blows up when you
nice.
So you just go around like flipping things off, and it's just blowing up, and it's just like, it's a really just cool moment.
Yeah.
And that's all it needs to be.
Yeah. It's just a
series
sold,
of cool moments.
It's sold as an interactive movie almost. So
there is a couple of negatives. I will just throw out, like, it did have a few too many loading screens for me. Like sometimes it would just kill
the size of the game, I guess. I just smacked my shit on the desk.
Not just for the size of the game, but like it slowed the progress sometimes. Like something would be flowing quite nicely, and then you'd be hit with a loading screen. They weren't quick loading screens.
Oh, so it's not just like between like little vignettes of what you're doing. It's like it can be like mid experience. It loads something.
No, it would be between the vignettes, but it'd have like a nice cut to the vignette. And then it'll go black and it'll start loading. And you're like, I wish that was just a bit
smooth. We could have hidden that behind.
Yeah,
you and the
they
word
definitely could have hidden
a moment.
Yeah, and it's one of those games as well where it's so dialogue heavy, but if you interact with something halfway through dialogue, it'll cut it off.
Oh,
and that's probably my only 2 negatives, to be honest. Like, you could definitely argue that there isn't enough gameplay, but I think if you're arguing that, you had the wrong expectations going in.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So, were they expecting like a skateboarding game going in?
They were expecting to hate it because IGN gave it a good review.
Yeah.
Like, that is basically it, unfortunately. That's the state of the world we're in. But yeah. So that was Mixtape.
Okay, so your second game.
That was controversy one.
Yeah.
Controversy one.
Forza Horizon.
No, cast your minds back to 2020. COVID was a thing.
Are you playing like in Virus Simulator?
Well, not far off.
Wow.
No, back in 2020, I was looking forward to the follow-up of my favorite game of all time, The Last of Us. And I was really excited for it. And then, unfortunately, at that same time, the internet got hold of an early build of The Last of Us 2. Not an early build, it was the finished build. But they leaked the build.
Was this the pre-re-released remastered number 2?
No, he's talking about
came out.
The leak.
Okay.
Yeah, when it originally came out, it leaked. And from that moment on, everyone hated it. They hated The Last of Us Part 2. And I played it and I remember loving it at the time. It's a really emotional game, but it was so embroiled in that controversy that I always found it hard to look back on, because even when I look back on it and I tried to look back on it fondly, it always was sort of like marred by that negativity surrounding it. Everyone hates this game. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, as we all know, Lucy likes to watch me play games, and she likes me to play like story-based games. And we've played The Last of Us before, the first one. And we're watching the TV show. Obviously, the TV show season 2 was part of, Last of Us Part 2. So I said, I really want to replay this game detached from that negativity. I want to replay it because I've never replayed it. And I think she should watch it. So we did it.
And it helps introducing fresh eyes onto the thing that's been marred by previous criticism.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. And I'll say this now. It might be one of the best games ever made. In fact, it might be the best game ever made.
Oh, get out of town.
Better than the first one.
Better than The Witcher 3.
So, definitely not better than Witcher 3.
Objective, like from a narrative.
I think the factory has something to say.
A linear storytelling narrative game, I think objectively, this is probably the best game.
What about Fable 1?
Joe,
your favorite game.
Do not bait me.
I couldn't keep a straight face.
I adore the first Last of Us, and that always holds a place in my heart. That is my favorite game of all time. I find it hard to disconnect the two. Like they kind of group together almost as one game, but like this game, it's something else. I get that some people don't like the pacing of it because, I'm not going to go into spoilers, but the game basically, you get halfway through the game.
Ben and Joe, you haven't played it, have you?
I've never had a PlayStation.
No.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have issue with the pacing, and I get it. You get halfway through the game, loads of stuff's happening, and basically it stops and it says, okay, now you've got to go back in time and play that basically period as another character. It's a whole new thing. All completely different stuff's happening. Yeah. But you have to play another 15 hours to get back to that point you left off. I get people don't like that. Yeah. They did introduce a sort of like canonical mode afterwards that you can play it in canonical order. Apparently it doesn't work very well. So
I can imagine. It wasn't built like that, yeah.
No, it wasn't. I think you get a lot of pacing issues with that, where you get the long stretches of like nothing really happening. Because in the two characters' stories, it peaks and troughs naturally.
Yeah, but would that not happen in the apocalypse? There would be a lot of time with nothing happening.
True, but when you're doing maybe a couple like flashback sequences back to back, it might get a bit, but that aside, I get people's frustration with that. I personally don't share it, but if you can put that aside, if you can put aside the fact that yes, one of my favorite characters of all time dies in the first 2 hours of the game. Spoilers, ruined it. But everyone knows that. If you can get past that, it's got a point. Anyway, rant over about that. Story impeccable, but I won't go into it too much because that's the part that people don't like. People don't like the story. I think it's amazing. I think it's poignant. It's sad. It's, I gotta say, uplifting. It's definitely not uplifting. It's just sad. It's like a kick in the balls repeatedly through the game. But in that kind of like, when you watch a really dark film that makes you depressed, but it's really good.
Yeah.
I'm talking like Gone Girl, Manchester by the Sea,
I Am Legend,
7, all these sorts of depressing films. But you get to the end of them, you're thinking, although I am depressed after watching that, it was a damn good film. That's what the story of The Last of Us is like.
Okay.
Me and Lucy are basically just crying on the sofa afterwards. Anyway, story impeccable. But everything else, this is where I'm saying that people people are wrong if you don't like this game. Graphically, I don't need to say anything. It's just go out and Google it. It was even incredible on the PS4. On the PS5, it runs at 60 frames a second. It's probably
you're playing like the new version of it.
Yes, yeah, the remastered version. So it's a contender in my Game of the Year list.
No, it isn't.
You can't.
No,
I'm
it isn't.
joking.
Factorial skipped a year now, so it's coming
You
back.
might have to let him because I had Armored Core twice.
Well,
Yeah, but we don't like Brad as much.
Fair. Graphically, it's on par with like Red Dead 2. You know what I mean? Like it's a
yeah.
game.
It's amazing. Back end of PS4, there were some really good looking games.
Yeah.
I mean, there is now, obviously.
What they made it do,
yeah.
But what I want to like sort of spend a little bit of time. I'll try and be quick because I know I'm going on a bit now. But like the gameplay was way better than I expected because the gameplay is, especially from like the first one as well. People kind of talk about The Last of Us it's a story heavy game. The gameplay is a bit rubbish, and I get the element. You just kind of like you don't have a lot of ammo. You're scavenging for resources. You're doing a lot of crafting, but it's mostly stealth.
Survival horror.
It's
an over-the-shoulder shooter, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's a very good survival horror at that. But it's things like the AI. Like when I said
in the second one,
the second one, I forgot how good the AI was. Like you're stealthing around in an environment and you kill someone, and
they die.
Shock horror. But it doesn't take someone stumbling on the body for them to start searching because they talk to each other. And everyone's got a name. So they'd be
Bob didn't answer.
John, come in, John. Oh, you've not answered.
That's
and
cool.
then they start looking. Or one of the sets of characters whistle. So they've got like a communication. They whistle between each other. And if one person doesn't respond with a whistle, they know they've gone down. There's dogs that sniff you out. Like there's the listen mode in Last of Us where you hold a button and you can like listen for people. And you can sort of see them through walls. But while you're doing that, you can see your scent trail and the dogs just follow it. So if there's dogs in the world, you have to try and trick the nose because they will just hunt you.
That mode was in Red Dead Redemption.
Well, it's in this.
The hunting senses.
If you kill the dog's owner, the dog goes up to the owner and cries and just whelps for ages.
Oh,
and it's absolutely heartbreaking. But the enemies flank you properly. You know, the rush you when they're supposed to rush you well. So it's the most intense I've ever played a game, like with the AI sort of relentlessly coming after you. And that creates almost like story moments in themselves as you're scrambling around these environments for like stuff while you're kind of being hunted. You never feel all powerful because the enemies are so good.
But then really are.
Can you do it pacifist style, like just stealth through? Without attacking or being
I don't think so.
There will be some parts you don't have to kill everyone, but yeah, you definitely have to kill some people.
The best part of that game for me was when I was fixing. I think I was making something at a workbench inside a building.
Yes,
and you do
all
this.
Workbenches are safe, by the way.
Yeah,
you go to a workbench and you know you're safe.
You know you're safe. You just build in, and then there's this one where you're just in a building, and then you just hear screaming. You just hear like shouting in the background, and then you get clubbed over the head. Whilst you're at the workbench, and then you have to fight your way out. Like you basically panicked because you think you
didn't expect it.
Yeah, you thought you were safe.
You were safe. Yeah, but then you add on to you add on top of all these like AI interactions, how good the animations are and how seamlessly they just flow. You know, as you
very well made.
This is why I'm saying it very well might be one of the best games or the best game ever made in this context, because the amount of effort that has gone in to make this, you take out that subjective element of the story and you just give someone this. I don't see how anyone could like say it's bad.
Argue it, yeah.
Yeah, you just can't. You know, you can say you don't like the story, fine. You know, whatever. You don't like the characters, whatever. The game, which at the end of the day, it's a game, 80% of it is incredible. And yeah, that's kind of all I can say. I cannot say a bad thing about this game, in my opinion. What they were going for, they nailed it.
It's nice to hear you gush about a game, but in a rant style.
Yeah.
With anger.
The floodgates are open.
I've held it in for we only finished this like last week, to be honest, but I've been holding it in whilst we've been going through it. Every night I've been doing it for a couple hours.
Yeah, this is mint.
Yeah, it's
something
else. I really wish you guys could play it because
Yeah, I agree. I agree with a lot of what you've said. Personally, the story didn't hit me nearly as much as the first. But you're right. As a game, it is really good. Like it plays really well.
Yeah,
can't argue that. 100%.
No,
Cool.
It's really gruesome as well. Like really gnarly. Sometimes you just kill someone, you go over to the body, and like, oh my god. Oh, there was one time. In fact, a couple of times you'd blow someone up, and the bits would stick to the ceiling and start dripping down. It's really gooey and really nasty.
You say it's sticky.
Yeah. Well, I said gooey, but yeah, it's sticky.
So we'll move on to Jake with that then.
I think it's a pretty good segue off one of Brad's favourite games to I've been slightly replaying one of my favourite games of all time. It's not XCOM. All Witcher 3. But Age of Empires 2, the definitive edition.
That's a very different vibe.
After our holiday,
different vibe.
Learning a bit more about the Vikings, I, for some reason, just got the itch to play Age of Empires as the Vikings.
The Vikings in that?
Yeah.
I don't know if they were. I mean, it's been so long since I played it.
All I've got to say, I'm going to keep it very short because
I hugged Ollie.
Because thanks, Brad.
It's fantastic. And I don't want anyone to argue me with this, but it is the best real-time strategy game ever made.
That's
Next
fair.
to Ben, what have you been playing?
I think I don't actually disagree with you because I'm not a RTS person, but if ever I've played an RTS, the way Age of Empires handles it is how I like to do it, where you kind of start with nothing, you build your resources, and there's almost no cap. And that's what you're doing. You're building your resources. You get into Bronze Age or whatever age.
For some reason, it's good to just keep doing it. I don't know why.
Yeah. I just wish it went beyond the age that it caps at, because it caps out at like Iron Age or something, doesn't it? Or Imperial Age. I wish it would keep going like up to the future. I want to go all the way to Space Age. I want to go to
see what their take is.
Cyberpunk times, go from Stone Age to like
that'd be cool as like a new one. But then it's how do you compete with that? If someone's still at Bronze Age,
I will.
Well, nukes just end it all, right?
Yeah.
Well, their societies might collapse on their own because of overpopulation or something like that.
But Age of Empires 3 goes into like they start bringing muskets and stuff, so it kind of slowly evolves.
Well, like for me, like when I've played other RTSs, again, not many, like the Total War games, very different style. That doesn't really vibe with me.
They're all about your troop management, really.
Yeah. Halo Wars. It wasn't really about base building, was it?
It's an RTS light.
That didn't really vibe with me. There was something about I don't really get on with RTSs, but how Age of Empires does it is the.
I think it's because
for me.
It's somewhat simple in its concept, but there is a lot of different things you can do.
It's the fact that you're building your units and your base, and the kind of what you build in your base.
You have to invest in your commoners. It's not just all about your soldiers.
Yeah,
you have to invest in your libraries and like your housing types and like your different like farmland types and stuff like that.
Monks to convert your enemies.
Yeah,
it never felt like with Halo Wars, you'd always get the people who would just focus on say their best. The
Halo Wars was,
and then you just win because you've got it so quick.
I liked Halo Wars quite a bit at the time, but it basically came down to like, I'm just going to build 100 warthogs.
Yes.
And just like
steamroll the enemy base.
Was I like on Age of Empires, you can build 100 Dodge Vipers with miniguns on top.
If you cheat, I just turn this on.
And send them into Jake's base.
And the thing is, they don't always win.
They don't. I will say as well,
Siege engines, you're going to win.
I haven't even been playing it on PC. I got it on my PS. I know. I got it on my PS5, and that is weird. I'm not going to lie, playing it on console. I do have it on PC too. But
I played it on Xbox last time I played it with you guys.
Yeah. So me and Dulcie played a bit together the other day. But she played on PC and I played on the PS5. It was good. It was a good time.
Who won?
I did.
Of course you did.
To be fair to her,
there's no mercy. You didn't join the same side.
No, I'd been practicing beforehand. Which it was. I think it's great for me and her because we both played it as a kid before we knew each other. So when we both knew, we really liked it. It was just like, let's play it.
I had it booked into the calendar. I'm going to beat my wife at Age of Empires 2.
Yes. Anyway, Ben, tell us what you've been playing.
I have been the usual round of Factorio, SnowRunner, and...
back to SnowRunner.
Yeah. Rebought it for the PC. Because,
I see. Was that through like CD keys or through Steam or what?
Through Steam?
Okay.
SnowRunner is the older one, isn't it? But the one that you had the most fun with.
It's the best one for me. It's still, it looks better on a PC. It functions better. You can clearly see it was built to run on a PC without the console port happened. But I'm really enjoying doing it. I realise how much I'd actually done when I started from the beginning again. But similar moment. The money's just not quite right in it. You
get it too quick or too slow?
You get a little too quick, really. You get anniversary style trucks that you get given to you that you can then sell for a lot of money and just go and buy the truck you want. But there is a lot of things like level caps and stuff, so it's not the best ever. That's it, job done.
You see, I like when they give you stuff to use, like you try and sell it, it's only worth like 10 credits or something like that.
Yeah, agreed. I think that's the way they should have done that, because it would have changed the way the game played.
Yeah.
However, it is very much good fun. I do just laugh and be on my side more than anything. But I have started a new game. I'm about a quarter of the way in, I think. Bounty Stars.
Oh, I played this. It's the mech game, isn't it?
Jake.
Oh, the cowboy mech game.
Yeah. It's really good, isn't it?
Ben was explaining to me this game off pod, and I went, "That sounds exactly like that game Joe played."
Yeah,
a while back.
It is.
Yeah. And then I remembered. Oh wait, I see his description now.
Yeah.
It was a mech humble bundle.
Oh, yeah, I did get the email about that, yeah.
So I bought it because I thought I'll do something different, because I never played mech games.
Mm-hmm.
Now you've been converted to mech games?
It's possible.
It's slowly
I am
enjoying
it. I won't go through the descriptions and stuff, as listen back to the one Joe talked about.
To be fair, it's a while ago, so just refreshers.
You basically get brought back into a town, and you're trying to rebuild a ranch, and you get bounties, and you go into basically an arena area and fight off the mechs that are there and try and bring one of them back, either alive or kill him.
Yeah, you get like a handcuff gun, don't you? You can fire them out.
Yeah. I end up splatting half the people.
Oh, yeah. The guys that throw landmines at you always get me, because they throw one just about to stand on them.
Mm-hmm. Their accuracy equal to none.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. You have to change weapons per arm, per shoulder, you get like armor that you can put on your back, or you could put a cooling fan because temperature's a thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm enjoying it, I have to say. Good Steam Decker, because I can just go out, do a bounty, come back.
I can imagine you're enjoying the base building aspect of it as well, where you
it's very good. It's interestingly done.
Power generation and stuff.
Well, it's very simplified, so it's not too heavy. It's not the game that I'm going to then spend the next 20 minutes building 3 times over. There's
always something to do when you go back to base as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Fun. That's about it, really. So with that, I guess we can move on to the news.
But-ba-doo, it's the news. So, news.
I know
how much
nothing.
News?
There's not that much news. There's a bit of news.
There's a bit of news. We'll start off with the bad stuff, the doom and gloom. So there's been some price hikes from Nintendo and PlayStation.
Boo.
We'll start with Nintendo. The Switch 2 price is increasing in September.
Well, you bought that at the right time, Joe.
Yeah.
You did.
It's quite an interesting one that they've given so much notice.
Yes,
normally it's like
that. Yeah.
It must be that they're running through the cheaper chips that they've bought, and now they're moving on to the expensive batch.
I think so. Something like that. Like their stockpiles running out.
What's it going up to?
I will double check.
I'm going to imagine like 450.
I'd imagine. The thing is, like I think we've said before, it seems to be nowadays that the best time to get a console is day one.
Yeah.
Because it's the cheapest it's going to be, and you get the longest out of it.
Yeah. And you'll get the updates that are happening to the later ones anyway.
Yeah.
Like, even if there's something wrong with it at the beginning,
Maybe this is like the PSYOP. They're getting everyone ready to just buy on launch the next gen.
So they haven't confirmed the UK price yet, but the US price is basically going from $450 to $500.
Okay, so like 10%.
Yeah. But they haven't confirmed the UK prices yet. And then there are rumors that the Switch Online is going to go up in price too.
To be fair, that is the cheapest thing bar PC Online, which is free.
It's
like £13 a year.
But it's not great. To be fair, I think Nintendo are only really charging it for their back catalogue at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, the online is better now, I suppose. And they have got Mario Kart.
And you don't need to go through a silly app on your phone to do voice chat.
Yeah, you just got to buy a camera and turn yourself into Star Fox.
You don't even have to do that.
You don't have to, no.
You do need that 480p life.
That's sad, but I thought it was inevitable. But it is interesting to me that like it's came out within a year. It's
going up. It's like, are they almost admitting, damn, we sold this too cheaply to begin with?
I don't know.
What money out?
It's just everything's going up, isn't it? I suppose.
I think the way of the world right now, I guess.
I think if they made it more expensive, I feel like when it came out, I feel like the reception was already, it was quite expensive when it was first announced.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would have been worse, and they probably would still be putting the price up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe. The other price increase is PlayStation Plus is going up in price as well, but they haven't really announced everything yet.
So I've looked into this a bit because we spoke about it at off pod and we couldn't figure it out, but I think I've kind of got to the bottom of it. So everything's going up by £1 a month.
Yes.
So monthly subscriptions £1 a month, the 3 monthly ones, by £3, and then I imagine the 12 monthly ones by £12.
Well, to be fair, dollars as well, not in pounds.
Okay, dollars.
Yeah.
But I think, anyway, it only affects new subscribers.
Currently, yes.
So currently it's only new subscribers or if your subscription changes. So I imagine if you go from, say, Essential to Extra, it'll probably affect you. Other than in Turkey and one other place, I can't remember where it's affecting everyone. But if you've got a current subscription, it isn't going up.
Yeah.
That's strange how they've
at the moment. Very weird.
Yeah.
If it was monthly billing, they could just up the next month's bill. Like
it also doesn't say anything about like they gave essential prices, which is the bog standard tier, for just online and the free monthly games that they give out.
Yeah.
And then, but it didn't mention anything about the extra and premium tiers.
I thought I read that they were still just £1, but maybe not.
Yeah. But then it doesn't give a price for how much it would go up per year as well.
And it's happening.
I always buy it yearly.
Soon. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's happening in like a week, essentially.
So,
wow.
Well, when this goes out, it'll
happen.
It'll already happen.
So we'll know by then, but it's not great. Well, obviously it's not great, but it kind of reminds me of remember when the Xbox One happened?
Oh, yeah. And then it got walked back.
And it got watched back. But at the time, it was the same sort of thing. Existing customers at least got a few months where it wasn't going up. And then people cancelled and then rejoined and then they were getting charged extra. Remember all that?
Yeah.
And it was
didn't it like lead to a shortage of not Game Pass, like Xbox Live, like cards from like supermarkets and stuff? Because they're all buying the 12-month ones from there.
Yeah,
they were backdated.
Yeah.
So watch this space basically for that.
It's not great.
It is interesting. They have
PlayStation. One thing I've got to ask about the PlayStation Plus: are the games that they give you like normally worth it, or is it like how Xbox Live Gold used to be, where it's like they're all pretty much trash games?
They're definitely way better than Gold.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will give it that, but it really depends from month to month.
Yeah.
If you did download every one of them that you were given, you'd have quite a good catalog.
Well, we do pretty much, don't we?
Maybe not, but I think you would have an okay catalog. But I haven't. Well, I'm trying to think of the last game that I really.
I always forget from it because they do it every 2 weeks, don't they? They do the free game that you get to keep.
Yeah.
Every 4 weeks, and then
there's only one of those, is there?
3 of those.
Well, there's usually 3 games, and then 2 weeks later, they do the new games coming to the service, the Game Pass like service,
Right.
and they alternate. So each one's every 4 weeks, but it's like 2 weeks apart. I always forget which one's attached to to which.
Like Star Wars Outlaws just came on one, but I think that was the service.
I can't remember.
Not the
free game.
Yeah,
so, can't remember.
I remember
but sometimes they're all right.
Yeah, I remember when Ghost Runner 2 and Tunic got added to the free games.
Wow.
And I was like buzzing. But that was like last year. You get to keep them because they're free.
There's usually quite a few games a year that come to it that are worth keeping.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I wouldn't say every month it's great.
Because I was always disappointed by the Xbox Live Gold ones. I'm like, a Kingdom for Keflings again? Why is he showing me that again? I don't care about this game.
I would say maybe like one in every 3 months is like a good game.
Yeah,
I want to play personally.
Yeah, but sometimes the good games that we already have.
It's it's always personal to the person, isn't it? So, PlayStation also confirmed that their games are going back to exclusives.
Was it confirmed?
Yes.
Or was it a leaked internal?
Oh yeah, to be fair, yes, it was.
It was a leaked internal email, so there's not been an official announcement, but it's basically confirmed.
Yeah, I mean we kind of knew about this months ago. So, or even last year, I think it was.
I think it was Jason Schreier of Bloomberg who sort of like, did the article on the leaked email that basically said that they're moving away from PC exclusives. Sorry, PC releases for their first party single play games.
The big question to me is, are Xbox going to do the same thing? And do you think?
I doubt it.
I think it's probably the Steam trigger thing, isn't it?
I think
they've already started releasing the first parties on PlayStation.
I think Xbox will continue with the PC day and date
because
Microsoft is. But even 100%. With like the Steam stuff, I think they're kind of too far.
Do you think they'll come back on PlayStation?
I think they'll stop porting them to PlayStation eventually.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
at least
I
the
think
bigger ones,
I think PlayStation are going ahead with this because they don't. If Steam comes to the next Xbox, they don't want their games playable on Xbox.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you now.
Which does make sense, but it's unfortunate. I think PlayStation had a really good strategy with that because I like exclusives because I think it drives competition. I think it is a net positive. I get the negatives to it, but I personally think it's a net positive. However, I liked the 12-month window where it was exclusive only on PlayStation, and then it came to other things. Because at that point, everyone who was going to buy a PlayStation for that game anyway has already bought a PlayStation.
Exactly.
I think that's how it should have stayed.
I think so.
But they've got the numbers, so they probably know more than we do.
It's not like Nintendo have ever done it any other way. They're always just their own exclusives.
Yeah. Well, we're gearing up.
Get them.
We're gearing up for next gen, and they want people to pick sides
again. Console War 7.0.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll move on to some good news, which is the Kingdom Come creators, what they're called.
Warhorse.
Warhorse Games are making
studios.
A Lord of the Rings. Warhorse Studios are making a Lord of the Rings game.
Yes. Yeah.
And a proper RPG
game.
They are, yes. Yeah.
So they've announced both. Bit of a weird time to announce it. SGF around the corner.
Well, there was some
might be a sneak peek.
There were some rumors. I wouldn't say leaks, but there were some rumors going around that they'd made this deal to make this Lord of the Rings game. I'm thinking that maybe they were just like, maybe we should just say something.
Well, also Embracer, who own loads of IP, including
Lord of the Rings,
Middle Earth Entertainment or whatever it's called.
Damn the Sauron.
They own all sorts, Lord of the Rings, Remnant, some Darksiders. They own all that. Anyway, they've sort of divided up that IP and sort of created a new corporation. They've it's a new name sort of thing called, I think, Fellowship Entertainment or something like that.
Nice.
Which is basically to conglomerate.
Definitely not.
I'm doing a Jake now. To sort of group together these IPs, basically all the ones I've just said, into a new wing of the of the company. So I think it's probably like an investor's play to say like announce this game because that gets people excited.
Like, they'll have seen that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 did so well. Like, well, we can put our IP in there.
I wonder if they'll go so to get back to the game rather than speculate.
I'm just saying, like, why have they done it now and not wait until next week and done a trailer? You know.
Do you think they'll have a trailer next week? I doubt it.
I'm talking even just like a splash screen, like an Elder Scrolls 6.
I think that's what it might be.
You know, that's what they could have done if they waited a week. I'm just saying, I think that might be why they've done it now rather than waited.
Or have a bard from Kingdom Come Deliverance playing like the theme of Rohan on a lute or something.
Do you think,
subtle.
just to speculate, do you think that it'll go as hard as Kingdom Come in terms of real life?
No.
I don't think you'd want to from that kind of environment.
Yeah, I don't.
Because none of the wildlife or anything will be recognizable names that you know. Like in Kingdom Come Deliverance, they like use real life items, don't they? It's not like a mithril.
But I mean more like the sword combat. So
fruit.
Precise.
I think they need to differentiate it from Kingdom Come, especially if they've got another Kingdom Come game on the way, because they're such meaty RPGs. Even if the set dressing's different, if the gameplay's the same.
Yeah, I feel like what they'll be using is the core like interactivity of Kingdom Come Deliverance. So maybe the combat's different.
Yeah, the same
like all
engine.
the NPC interaction and like how they follow you and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe even things like having to clean your clothes and your swords and all that. Maybe some of that realism, but not as much. I hope, but we'll see.
I do have a little factoid about one of the Lord of the Rings games. It's actually two. You know the Two Towers games and the Return of the King games, which everyone gushes about on PlayStation. Yeah. They were actually done in the same engine as PGA Tiger Woods Tour.
Okay.
And the reasoning for it is the developer just went for, well, you're going from A to B, aren't you? So you're going from one course of combat to another. And so they thought, oh yeah, we'll do a strip of combat from hole 1 to hole 2.
Wow, well.
And later on in one of the Tiger Woods games, there is a Middle Earth golf course.
Well, that's cool. That's pretty damn cool.
To pay homage to it.
Do you have to like hit the ball through the Eye of Sauron?
That would be good, wouldn't it?
That would be
good. If each putt was the one ring.
Like a mini golf where there's the tower and a little hole on the bottom.
Right into Mount Doom. So that's pretty cool. Cool news. Back to the bit doom and gloom though. So Destiny 2.
Mount Doom and Gloom.
Destiny 2 is officially going to end. Is it a month?
It's not all doom and gloom though. Yeah. They're leaving it in a fully playable state where you have access to all the content.
Definitely, which is really good.
They're not sunsetting the game.
No.
Well, they've already sunsetted a lot of content.
Yeah.
So, is everything, you're still going to have to pay for it, I imagine, the content.
Well, the base game's free, isn't it? So it's just the expenses you pay for.
Yeah. So if they're leaving it online with all the content available, it's still like you have to buy the content.
Yeah. It's basically ending. It's more so that they're just not going to be updating it anymore.
Yeah.
So the game's still going to be there, playable.
It means I might finally be able to catch up.
I suppose so.
The sad part about this...
How long's it been going?
Like 9 years.
9 or 10 years now. Yeah. So it's one of the longest running games.
I mean, it was always that hope that Destiny 1 would be a 10-year game.
Yes. Yeah.
They did hit it in Destiny 2, but for me, the sad part is they're not officially, and by the sounds of it, they're not working on Destiny 3.
Yes.
So they're putting all their eggs into Marathon.
Yes.
Well, apparently another game.
I laugh. But
okay, another game.
Yeah.
And I think Marathon, it's not off to a great start. Don't get me wrong. It's not got huge play numbers, but it's not bad. It's definitely bad for the level of, investment behind Bungie, but it's not all bad. So I think it's, they can come back from it. Destiny 1, although it had big numbers at first, it dropped off hard. They fixed that with Destiny 2. If they can do a big expansion for Marathon, which introduces like a single player or a different type of game mode or something that can bring people in who aren't interested in extraction, I think there's something there. But will we?
It's got the bones.
It does.
You just need to put some meat on those bones.
Yes.
We will see. I feel like Bungie's in a bit of trouble. I mean, they've been in a bit of trouble for the last couple of years.
They've been internally devalued at Sony by like to the tune of like 700 million they've been
Sony must be so unhappy with how Bungie's turned out.
Well, especially considering all the rumors were that Bungie were going to studios and basically stopping the development of a lot of these live service games, like The Last of Us Factions.
Yeah.
Which I was just gushing about Last of Us 2 and how good the gameplay was. If that became a multiplayer game, people would have seen it, goddammit.
Or the God of War MMO.
Oh, God, yeah.
Well, maybe that's probably best it didn't. But, yeah.
And then the last weird bit of news that we've got is they announced Unreal Engine 6.
Oh,
out of the blue.
Rocket League.
Yeah, so Rocket League is going to be the first game to support Unreal Engine 6. I don't know when. I don't know if they gave a date, but yeah, Unreal Engine 6.
I did
Unreal
like that
Engine 5
they started it with, they said, this is live footage of the game. This is not pre-rendered or anything. And then it showed the grass. Oh, the grass. It looks good.
Wow. I know.
The original MotoGP was that moment for me.
Yeah.
Oh God, you can see grass.
It's not just green.
I remember when I was at uni and the PS4 wasn't out, but it was coming out, and someone said to me, "Have you seen FIFA on PS4? You can see the grass." Whoa!
It's always the grass, isn't it?
When you zoomed out, it doesn't make a difference.
I wasn't under the impression that Rocket League actually played on grass. I thought it was like coloured tarmac.
Yeah, same. But Unreal 5 isn't even in a stable position for most games.
I am very confused because I thought Unreal Engine 5 was just kicking off, essentially. Like
We've
this
not
generation.
Even seen games that look like the Matrix demo yet.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy, but I'm also surprised that they're going with Unreal 6. I'm surprised they're not just saying it's Unreal Engine now and we'll just
keep updating it.
Like Rockstar used the Rage engine, the Rockstar Advanced Game Engine, and it's still just called the Rage engine as far as I'm aware. It's not Rage 2 or Rage 3. It's just massively updated. It's basically a different engine. But
Bethesda's Creation engine?
Creation engine, exactly. That needs a new engine. But I don't think Unreal does. I don't know. It's weird. But hey ho. Again.
It's very strange. Maybe they've just given up on 5 and gone.
We can't make it work. We can't make it work reliably.
Not again.
Yeah.
But hey ho. Now we've got 2 options here, guys, for news.
Ooh, could have a live vote.
We can go over to Ben's section now and do games coming up, or we could quickly talk about our predictions for Summer Games Fest.
I actually have some news to bring up.
Go on.
Oh.
One's a trailer and one's like rumored speculation.
Go on.
Go for it.
I saw a trailer today for a cyberpunk racing game where you're all on bikes and you have weapons.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
it looks really fun and cool. I don't know what it's called. But
Good journalism, Joe.
I only saw it as I was on the way up the stairs to come into the recording room.
Cool. Okay.
But it looks really fun. It doesn't look like it's the same driving mechanics as Cyberpunk, so I'm very excited about that because they were pretty garbage. Cool. But it looks like the opening sequences in Akira, like the way you're like fighting and stuff.
First person?
No, third person.
Oh, cool.
Which it can be when you're in Cyberpunk anyway. You can drive a bike third person.
True.
But the speculation bit and the rumors was about Project Positron from Xbox.
Yes. Yeah. I'm thinking where I heard this, but it's because you sent it me.
Yeah, which is about turning your physical discs into digital licenses.
Yeah, so the rumor is that Xbox is working on some sort of technology where, you can convert a disc into digital licenses, and that's kind of it at the moment. It's just a rumor, isn't it?
I was going to say, at this stage, I think it is just a rumor. Nothing's official. I don't really know what to say about it. It would be a bit
the article
weird.
I read about it was there's like 2 things you can do with your disc. But it also pretty much says that there's going to be no disc version of the Project Helix.
Yeah, I think that's the important takeaway. If this leak is true, I think it kind of confirms there's going to be no disc tray on the Helix.
Yeah, because you can use if you have a disc Xbox or you find a disc Xbox, you can log into it and then put any of the games you have into it, and it rips the license from your disc and then puts it onto your account, and then it basically makes your disc worthless to anyone else.
Yeah.
Or you just download the game from the disc, and it becomes like a semi-permanent license where it only activates when it's in your Xbox, which is how they work now with disc Xboxes.
Yeah, so I think in the former case, you can put it into anything, maybe even a PC. I don't know. So long as it can read the license, it rips it. You've now got a digital game in your library. You might as well not have had a disc going forward.
You can't then sell the disc to someone else and have it work in their Xbox, which removes like some sort of physical game sharing options.
It does, but you make the decision to turn it into a digital game.
Yeah.
There's pros and cons. The other option, I imagine you'd probably need an external disk drive because it'd need to be plugged into your Xbox Helix. You'd put your disc in, it would read it, but it wouldn't play from the disc. It would essentially kind of what you do now, where it downloads from the disc and then the disc just becomes like a license, but in a different way where it's a temporary digital thing. All a bit complicated. We'll see if it comes to fruition.
Yeah. I mean,
I've discovered though, if you have a scratch disc or something that doesn't allow the game to play from any portion of the disc, you can download the game online because you will already have the license from the disc, and then the game just activates the copy you've downloaded.
Yeah, basically, do that as a license.
This was my Red Dead Redemption moment. The disc was damaged in some way. Anytime I tried to install it, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I had to. Well, when it was on Game Pass for a while, it was on Game Pass, wasn't it, for a little while? And I installed it then, and then could never remove it or borrow a friend's. Because it's all right to have the disc in and use it once it's installed, but
I get you.
Yes,
but you could do that way back in the 360 days.
You
could install a game. You could install games from the disc so that you could sort of like trade in with your mates. If they had a scratched version of the disc, or you did, you could borrow your mates, install it, and then put your scratch version in and still play it.
I see.
Yeah. Cool. Now, option 1 or 2.
Yes.
SGF or games coming up?
I say games coming up.
Let's do it. Joe has decided. Although Ben is the host, I think he should have more weight.
I honestly don't care. I'm just going to throw it out there. In 15 days' time, I'll be in a field. So
at download. No other like.
It's not leaving society.
Mysterious region.
I'm already there.
Mentally, he is in a field.
Yep. Games coming up. So games coming up June. EA Sports UFC 6. This UFC.
Yes.
UFC.
I don't think there's been a UFC game for a while.
No, I don't think
used
so.
to play him a lot.
Wasn't the last one where they got the box art wrong? Like they put the wrong champion on the box art? Was it like Ronda Rousey was on the box art, but she didn't win, so they put her on?
No, I don't know. I genuinely don't remember.
So the little tagline I put under this was apparently the fighters are supposed to move more like the actual fighters in real life. That was what they're punting on.
Because
I imagine you say that every time.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
It's the same as the football game. It's more football-y.
And everyone knows that the high kick is just the win button.
I just felt like I had to find something out more than go, it's UFC.
Yeah, but more UFC. The Pentagon has less edges.
Isn't it an octagon?
The octagon is now a pentagon. It has less edges. It's a circle.
No, that has infinite edges, Brad. You can't render that.
What's it called? Subsample. What's it called?
Super sampling.
Why is the graphics getting worse?
No, we need
more
it's smooth
triangles.
No, it was a polygon and now it's smooth.
A megagon.
When's that coming out?
19th of June, X and S.
Perfect.
The PlayStations.
PS5, sorry, I pressed a button.
Deleted everything.
It's all gone.
It's all gone. Undo. Joel's head.
Undo. Hell Let Loose, Vietnam.
Yes. Have you ever played the Hell Let Loose games? I feel like you'd enjoy them.
I haven't. It's so apparently this one isn't to replace the previous, which is a big thing because everyone was worried about that apparently. And it's 50v50 warfare.
Wow.
It's kind of like realistic Battlefield.
Yeah. Supposed to be quite good, apparently. Fans love it. 18th of June, PS5, X and S, PC.
It's a type of game like you role play, I believe, like when you're playing online with people.
Yeah, kind of like Chivalry.
Yes, Chivalry, but
nobody
rather than
rather
respawning, getting hit in the head with an axe from a Canadian kid 250,000 miles away. Somehow I don't know how he got me, but Christ,
good throw.
Oh well, not playing this game anymore.
All the way from Canada.
Yeah. Gothic 1 remake.
Don't know
a lot about it.
I didn't know this was that one.
The Gothics.
No.
The pretty
original was
classics.
2001. Yeah, that's what I've got here. Cult classic. Original was 2001. It's sort of D&D-esque RPG.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
We'll say like Jekyll
the world.
Times.
Apparently, the reason it's cult classic is it did a different thing to all the other games at the time. The world feels alive because you don't manipulate it. So it doesn't just spawn things in for you arriving. The NPCs are already fighting, or it makes it feel more real, and that's why it took
the
off.
world would persist without you there.
Yeah.
So apparently they've not lost any of that, and it's all fantastic. 5th of June, PS5, XS, PC. The Seventh Guest remake. I never knew anything about this game.
No, I saw this on your notes. I've not heard of this.
It's intrigued me a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to do a quick Google. I should have done that before.
It's originally.
I actually assumed you'd spelt something wrong, to be honest, because I was like, I've never heard of it.
There's a 7 in the middle of it. What's that?
So I didn't know what to Google, but no, there it is. Yeah, cool.
Originally 1993. It's a detective puzzler. And again, cult classic to people. They absolutely love it. In the day, it was done by video acting, and the ghosts that were in the manor, wherever it is, were acting things out as you got into rooms. So it felt more like it was a scary ghost style game, apparently, and it was just because it was atrocious in 1993. But they've remade it similar scenario. Yeah,
you've got skeleton hands, so I'm down.
They've fixed it all. One of the big reasons I wanted to mention it, because I do think more places should do this. Where if you buy the remake, you get the VR for free, so it gives you an option.
That's cool.
Which I like. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
4th of June, PS5, XS, PC. Also, vice versa. If you buy the VR, you get the game.
Yeah, you buy the game, it comes in both VR and
which is cool.
Yeah.
Solarpunk.
Very you type game.
Really a Solarpunk game.
There's always a punk game of some kind.
Frostpunk.
Yeah, Frostpunk. Yeah. This is not Frostpunk. This is the opposite of
Frostpunk. Cozy Village Builder, Floating Islands.
You're like a blimp, aren't you, or something like that?
Well, it's floating islands, and you build a blimp. Yeah. You work towards building a blimp to investigate more of the floaty islands. Yeah. It's by a German company called Cyberwave, and a little indie team who crowdfunded it. So I thought that was a nice little.
I love a crowdfund game.
Yeah,
so I think it's going to be good because they'll love it rather than.
Is it like a base builder like Factorio, or is it like a?
You are farming and you are supposed to automate. So yes, in a way, but more Farmville type. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
You end up building drones to help you with the day-to-days so that you can go off and do other things.
Yes. Okay.
8th of June, PS5, XS, PC. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. No, I've not gone insane. It's
coming out again?
It's the Xbox release, apparently. Now, I know nothing about this because I've never followed them. Apologies.
Because it's coming out in Switch as well.
It's the second one, isn't it? The second game.
Yes.
The second 7?
The second remake.
The second 7 remake. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's the sequel to the remake.
I'm glad they called it Rebirth and not Final Fantasy VII
Remake 2.
Remake 2.
Yeah, that would have been way better. Less confusing. 3rd of June. Xbox. There's a Dave the Diver expansion coming, which I mentioned because, again,
the jungle
love this. Yes, Dave the Diver in the jungle.
Wasn't this announced last year at Games Summer Games Fest?
Yeah, I
Possibly,
think maybe Game Awards.
Gamescom, maybe.
Better memory than me, Joe.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be about a 10-hour expansion. It's the most ambitious that they've done. 18th of June, everywhere Dave the Diver is.
Cool.
And the last one I've got on my list, Axe of Blood. Now, I'm only raising it because it's just so open-ended, but looks ace. It's very Sifu-esque.
You didn't read my message, did you, Ben?
I did read your message, but
the one that said it's not got a release date yet.
I'm going to read it, and I know. I knew this.
That's why
it might be coming out in June.
It might be coming out in June, so I added it to June because June's a bit crap.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. There's a couple more to go.
It is a bit crap, June, but you've probably missed the two biggest games.
Yeah, no, I don't want to. I don't care about them. I told you this before.
We have an audience, Ben. We have an audience who might want to know.
This is the way games coming out works.
I would
it's the games I'm interested in.
I would argue Ben's section introduces more games that people might not have heard of.
That is true. And then we hand over to Joe for his two biggest games.
Never heard of.
Doesn't have the same ring. Ring. But Axe of Blood does look really cool. Hopefully,
Axe of Blood, Sifu-esque with guns. That's what I wrote.
Hopefully, it does come out in June.
Joe, take us away. What other two games are coming out? Are coming out in June.
If you like things on rails, these two games are for you.
Yes.
One of them is a train, and you can skateboard that train, and that's Dench Attack.
Yeah.
It's got skate-style controls for doing your flips and your nollies and your ollies and your...
You're the advert.
Your kick flips. It's just so fun. It's so stylish. I don't know what date it comes out. Brad, you might have to tell me that.
I'm quickly Googling. Release date. It's coming out on June 17th.
June 17th. And the other one that's on rails is a space shooter by the name of Star Fox. Not Star Fox 64, just Star Fox.
And that's coming out on June 25th.
Yes.
Professional.
Teamwork.
That was the end of that.
Nice one.
Shall we move into these SGF predictions, do we think?
Yeah.
I feel like...
Make it quick.
We're doing a jingle. We need to bring another jingle back. So a new jingle. I'm not doing a little fancy split screen for this, so we'll just go predictions.
I didn't like that.
No, I didn't like that either.
It was nearly good.
I didn't like that.
What about predictions?
Nah. Anyway.
Joe, you give
predictions.
I like that.
Yeah, but that's very specific to SGF. What if it was Game Award predictions?
Then I'll make another one then.
There we go.
Ben.
I'm good at watching you three look like fools.
Okay, let's move on.
I'm good.
Predictions.
Far too hot in here.
Yes, I'm melting.
Is there anything that you guys, I suppose, think's going to get shown at any of these Summer Games Fest presentations, or is it
more Fable?
I was going to say more Fable. I wanted more Fable.
And is there anything you really want to see?
We're classing this as like all Summer Games Fest, not just the Summer Games Fest show. It's the PlayStation showcase.
Yeah.
The Xbox One as well.
Xbox One, and it's
fingers crossed for a Witcher.
And Pokemon Wind and Waves.
Is there a Nintendo one?
They haven't confirmed anything yet. So I imagine there will be. I think it'll be after it's all over.
Yeah.
That's how it usually goes. Maybe like 2 weeks after or a week after. But I'll start off straight away. I think the PlayStation one's probably going to come out strong at the beginning, and they've already said they're going to show a lot of Wolverine.
Yep.
So that's going to be a big part of it. I also
the PlayStation 1 is an hour, and they announced it like 2 weeks in advance, and it's been shown in cinemas. So I'm pretty sure it's a bigger one.
Who's buying tickets to that?
It's only in like 6 cinemas in America.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but still,
Wolverine. Completely forgot.
Yeah,
because it's been that long. Completely forgot about it. I'm excited to see more of it.
Yeah, and then I think we're going to finally see this new God of War game that's been hinted.
I hope so.
With Faye. Not like the spin-off one. The spin-off.
The one that's in Valhalla.
Right, yeah.
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
We just don't know.
Nothing. Yeah. I hope to see some intergalactic gameplay.
Oh, yes. That game does look really good.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I also think if we do see intergalactic, I think they'll change the name.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think, when I say they'll change the name, but I think they'll keep it just as intergalactic.
Oh, yeah, because it's got that weird...
Heretic Prophet, just to keep it...
Keep it snappy.
Yeah.
That's a wild prediction, but
yeah. I would also like to see some Blade update that we
at the Xbox One
ages ago.
Good. Yeah, good shout.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I think you're right about Fable.
Yeah.
I think we are going to see Fable too. But they've also confirmed at Xbox that it's going to be about Gears of War E-Day.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
I'd quite like to see BioShock 4 this year. I've been saying that every year, but come on.
I think you'll see Judas. I think Judas.
I think we'll get a release date for Judas this year. But
don't know about
what was that game that looked like BioShock, where you have all the gun customization that it showed last year?
Clockwork Orange.
No,
Clockwork Orange. No, Clockwork Revolution.
Yeah, I hope to see some more of that.
It's different. Yeah, me too. Because that looked good.
Usually we see it. I think we've seen it for the last 2 or 3 Summer Games Fests.
Yeah, because they showed quite a lot of gameplay of it as the last one.
Yes,
but I don't know if it was live.
One, yeah. What about Marvel 1943: Rise of Hydra?
God, it's been ages since we've heard about that. the Captain America one.
Yeah, so it's
Panther.
the next game by Amy Hennig, who worked on Legacy of Kain, Uncharted, bunch of other stuff. Quite high pedigree in like storytelling games, and this is her next game, and it's set in 1943 Marvel. He plays Captain America and Black Panther. I think he plays both.
Yes.
I don't know if it's co-op, but there's only been like a trailer, and it's one of the nicest looking trailers. But it's supposed to come out this year, and we've not seen anything. So
no. I want to see also Star Wars Zero Company, the Star Wars XCOM one.
Yeah. I can't remember what it's called. I wrote that on my list as Star Wars XCOM.
So that's apparently coming out this year as well.
I might be throwing out a wild prediction here. What if we get the Star Wars racer game shadow dropped at the end of?
Does it not have a release date?
I don't know if it's got a release month. It's got a quarter, isn't it?
Maybe.
I'll have a look at that. Ben, have you got anything?
No.
GTA 6.
Yeah.
They might show a lot of that.
Will be a surprise.
PlayStation have the marketing rights.
Again, rumoured, but yeah, fair. I don't think they will. I think they'll save it for their own thing.
There'll be another trailer.
I really want to see. Yeah. I want to see more Fable. I've been looking forward to that for years now. Yeah, feels like years.
What if Peter Molyneux comes out and starts talking about Heroes of Albion or whatever it's called?
That's already
you
out.
do.
Oh, is it? Is it?
Yeah.
You do have a Galactic Racer release date. It's October 6th.
Oh.
There you go. I thought we did, yeah.
What if they release Zero Company as a shadow drop? There you go. That's what I want.
Excited.
When the Mandalorian film's just come out.
It has.
Yeah. So. Well, talking about things that have just come out, and that leads me very nicely onto my next suggestion or prediction. DMC 6, Devil May Cry.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Because the second season of the anime just come out, and it was better than the first. I really enjoyed it.
I'm halfway through.
It was good.
My only problem with if there's another Devil May Cry game is Dante's getting old. Like in the last one, he was pretty old.
Yeah, but he's a demon.
Yeah,
so I know.
Between 4 and 5, he aged a lot.
He did.
Yeah, but I think they can just keep him as he is now for the next however long. I keep wanting to go back and play that as Virgil because they added him later, didn't they?
Yeah.
But, I would really like to see some confirmations of what remakes are happening on Resident Evils because
Code Veronica.
I think you might get Resi 9 DLC shown.
Yes.
Yeah.
He needs to finish it first.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. It's going to be the end of the month. Sorry, Brad. It's just not. It's not coming together. Busy life.
I know.
You completed it.
I would like to see Parasite Eve remake mentioned somewhere as well because I think that would be an amazing remake if they do it.
Cool. Weirdly enough, Insomniac have been posting a load of Ratchet and Clank stuff lately.
I've noticed that. Yeah.
So that could just.
Is that Ratchet and Clank 5? Would it be if there was another one?
I'm not. There's a lot. There's a lot of Ratchet and Clanks. There's way more than 5.
Insomniac. I can't see them doing a Ratchet and Clank for a while now because I don't know what the sales numbers were, but obviously they're not going to be as high as Wolverine or Spider-Man. No. So I feel like they might be locked into Marvel stuff for a while.
I feel like they might have their hands full.
I don't know. What if, guys, just to make this segue, what if they do Sunset Overdrive 2?
Oh,
too soon though. We got to do socials.
Well, is there any other predictions before we move on to socials? No,
I can't think of any. No,
we're good.
Let's move on. Socials, Ben.
Right, you can email us at gaminggarnish@gmail.com. You can find us on pretty much all of the social. Go to Facebook, you'll find us there. Go to I don't know, just go anyway. Just Google us. Tell you what, Google us. That's your
wherever you live socially online. Go there.
Yeah.
Go there.
if you Google us, you'll find that this episode was episode number 69. And I've been trying to find the right place to say that all episode. And this fit. This is it. This is the one.
It.
So it's episode 69, guys.
We made it.
We did.
We made it.
Nice.
The next milestone is 100. So,
wow.
Yeah. So the other things we do is we're pushing YouTube a little bit. Find us. So some of the back log of episodes are now being dropped onto YouTube for people to catch up. I do a Wednesday night sometimes if it works.
Maybe give it
live.
When it starts. Give it 10 minutes for him to sort his mic out.
Yeah,
I mean, come on about half eight. 8 o'clock every Wednesday. Yeah. However, last week I had some terrible thing going on and I never found the end of it, so I never got to play the game. But I will do this week. I will be doing.
Are you playing the same game that you didn't get to play?
No, I'll be doing Resident Evil 4 because I only wanted to play. It was Sunset Overdrive was the idea to show people, but it just never worked. The world's against me. So, that being said, I guess we move on to the game.
Buried by Backlog.
This time was a community backlog choice.
It was the wheel, Damon. Wasn't it?
The wheel.
The wheel. Yes. It wasn't the vote one. It was the wheel. Yeah.
One of the members of the Discord, Damon, suggested it. In fact, I think it was one of the first suggestions.
I think so.
I think it was the first one.
It had been there a long, long time.
So we do get to them eventually, guys.
Yeah.
It might take 69 episodes.
I'm more worried that he's going to put something horrific on there now because it's been waiting that long. He's going to find something that's obnoxiously long and painful.
And
I hope he's happy that he got episode 69 though.
Yeah, he should be happy.
There isn't a more fitting game, I would say, because it shares that humour.
Dave, just for that remark from Ben, I think you should vote Disco Elysium.
There you go.
I'm ready to have a bad time.
I asked
Googling it to give you an idea of what the game is.
So I'll quickly mention. I asked Damon to say, why did you pick
few words
Sunset Overdrive, and he basically said because the game's really good. So
nice, eloquent.
So we'll go with that.
Yeah, very concise. I like it.
So it was Insomniac.
It was.
This was before they were bought by PlayStation, so they were free agents. Even though back then they did still make a lot of PlayStation games. This was an Xbox exclusive.
So I'm ready. Are you ready?
It was for the Xbox One, wasn't it? One of the first games.
Yes.
I got the wiki in front of me now.
Nice.
I thought I had it open. I did not. Sunset Overdrive is a 2014 action adventure game developed by Insomniac. The game is set in 2027. Oh, God.
I know. I noticed that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
In a fictional metropolis called Sunset City.
Mm-hmm.
The player control... basically an energy drink. I'm paraphrasing it because it's going to go on forever.
It's a third-person game. Where you get basically loads of guns. It's very Ratchet and Clank.
It's got parkour mechanics.
It's got it's all about style and
grinding on rails and doing big jumps.
It's third person, and I suppose what you were going to say then, Ben, was the population drink some energy drink from big corpo company, Fizco, and they all turn into horrific creatures, and it's basically a somewhat apocalypse. Well, it is an apocalypse.
It is an apocalypse.
They make a point to tell you it's not a zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
It's a mutant apocalypse.
Yeah.
But only in this city.
Yes.
So how did we find it?
I enjoyed it.
General
on the Game Pass library.
Oh, tripped over the box in my living room.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
It was certainly a game.
It was... I wrote here, it's very fun. It's not a very serious game.
You could never make that mistake.
You don't take it serious. It's very much of its time now. 2014, 12 years ago. Yeah. It's very of its time, which I think in some cases means its theming and some of its sort of humor hasn't dated very well.
Yeah,
Not
there was a bit of cringe
everything
in there
needs-
when I was playing.
Not everything needs a punk background song to it.
Not everything needs to have
I
paint
like
applied
the
all
punk
over it.
background. I liked the Sum 42 soundtrack.
Wow.
Yes. I agree.
But it was if you can sort of get past the fact that a lot of stuff has done the same sort of things ever since, very that Deadpool-y sort of, meta commentary humor. If you sort of try and look past the fact that it's dated now and think, well, it wasn't dated then, it is actually, it works. It is funny. And it did actually have me laughing.
When I was playing it, I was likening it to going back and playing Brutal Legend. I had the very same feeling.
Okay, yeah.
I played that because it's like, is a very Jack Black, like in your face game, like ratitude filled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's been a while since I've seen that sort of genre. So I actually ended up really
not
liking
many games
it.
Risk it now.
Yeah. I ended up really liking it because it's one of my favorites, but it does get old quick, I suppose.
Let's go for the usual. Let's go for the usual points. Style, control, damage, and aggression. Yes, I liked Robot Wars back in the day.
Style, then.
So style.
That's what it's all about.
I think
it is exactly style.
Yeah. I think if you're talking about like the art style, for example, I think looking at it now, you look at that and say it looks like Fortnite. Like it's like it's slightly exaggerated, colourful, third person, a lot of aerial stuff. Yeah. But again, back then it was Fortnite before Fortnite existed.
It's kind of Fortnite punked.
Yeah, punked Fortnite. Yeah.
There's one thing I noticed is
for that.
Similar among a lot of Insomniac games. I don't know if Jack and Daxter was an Insomniac game.
No,
but that like Ratchet and Clank, they all have a weird stretchy animation. Like when you jump, your top half moves before your legs do, and I really hate that.
It's very like
it really
and actually animated
and actually
springy people. I hate it.
Yeah, that's what really made me. I mean, obviously, it's made by Insomniac, so Ratchet and Clank. It's really heavily Ratchet and Clank-ified.
Yeah,
for that reason, like you are bouncing on, like cars for some reason are bouncy in this game.
Anything that's on the floor but isn't the floor most of the time is bouncy or has a rail attached to it.
So you're basically bouncing on stuff and grinding on stuff, and it just in doing all those things, it feels like Ratchet and Clank, but you can like grind basically. Like when you're bouncing,
your main mode of transport, grinding.
The bouncing is, you're right, it is just ripped straight out of Ratchet and Clank, I think.
Yeah.
But it's so like colourful. Like again, 2014, that was that the game, the era of the grey sort of sepia toned?
No, that was pre-2014.
That was before then.
Yeah,
but,
that was the piss filter.
Yeah.
But we weren't quite in the overly colourful era back then.
No.
So this game probably again looked pretty special at the time.
I actually tried to turn down the brightness of my TV to play this game, but I hurt my eyes.
I thought it was so cool because it had so many. It's so colourful, but it had so many effects going on all the time. Sometimes a bit too much. Yeah. But there's one. There's one
blood of things spelled words. Come on.
Well, this is literally what I was about to say. So you have all the blood is like orange because it's this energy drink. And certain characters, the poppers, for example, when you kill them, they burst, and it just says like comic book style pop. Yeah. And it just looks so cool.
It's like punk comic book style.
Yeah.
And I really like that comic book style, and it's probably what led them to make Spider-Man, I suppose.
I can definitely see how they've gone from this to, I suppose, the modern Ratchet and Clanks as well, but also to Spider-Man.
There's definitely more Ratchet and Clank in it than there is Spider-Man.
Yeah,
but I can definitely see, where it's going, basically.
I mean, just down to the Ratchet and Clank gun design. There's a lot of those strange guns.
But all the
gun design comes under damage. Thank you very much.
not the creativity of what they look like.
Yeah,
I thought they looked very cool.
Yeah,
very different.
The first shotgun you get is a pair of balls.
It's called the flaming compensator. It's basically a big long-barreled shotgun with two balls on the end.
Yes,
great stuff.
wouldn't know, but it feels like a lot of the weapons out of what was the zombie game in the mall?
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising.
Yeah.
It felt like Dead Rising weapons.
Yeah,
before Dead Rising, thrown together.
It's not before Dead Rising.
No,
Jesus.
this came out.
It's way
Oh,
later.
was it? Was it later?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dead Rising's like 360, isn't it?
yeah.
Like 2006.
But this is why we're saying
blurs.
it's like
Life blurs.
It is like that, but it is like Ratchet and Clank too, because there's some wild weapons in that. I think some of them even almost carry over. Some of the turret, there's a turret one.
Yes.
That I was like, this is literally in Ratchet and Clank, I'm sure.
But there's loads.
So Control.
There's like loads of weapons. Yeah, so going into the gameplay, there's so many different weapons. Like I didn't unlock them all.
No, I didn't.
No.
So I had like maybe half.
You've got like
I found they were quite expensive to buy them from Johnny Two Hats.
Agreed.
Yes.
Agreed. And
It took me a long time before I bought my fourth weapon.
I think that's because there's a lot of side stuff you can do, but also you can get that same currency from the multiplayer, which we'll touch on at the end.
the chaos toilet things.
Yeah.
We'll touch on that at the end. But so there's a lot, but all the weapons I had felt pretty novel, pretty unique. So I went for like the turret build because it allowed me to be a bit more like passive in combat because you're doing a lot of like bouncing around.
Yeah, you can focus on your style points then.
Yeah, and it was quite hard to bounce and grind and do all that whilst doing like single shot precision weapons. So that sort of helped me. But even sort of looking away from the turrets, there are so many different weapons. But then on top of the different weapons, you've got different amps.
Yes,
that you can put on the weapons. So I had like an acid sprinkler, but the acid sprinkler also had a chance to freeze enemies. So so it would freeze enemies. But then I had a teddy bear grenade launcher.
Oh yes, like
also had a chance to turn TN Teddy. But then I had an amp for that. That meant that if you killed an enemy with it, they could turn into TNT Teddy.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Wow.
So, I think I put that on the compensator. So every time I'd shotgun blast somebody, like close up, loads of people that explode.
It's insane. Yeah. I had the fire one, which was on the compensator, on my turret pistol because then it was just setting everything on fire. And there were so many. I mean, I didn't do any of the side quests to get all the currency to get more amps because you could buy loads more amps.
Yeah.
I literally just got
the ones that were given. Yeah,
that's what I mean, though, the currency, sorry. The craft and stuff. So I just kind of got what I got given in the story. And there was still plenty.
Loads, yeah. The story gives you quite a few.
Well, it does say that you can get loads of ones that are like kind of unique to online or they're more powerful than the ones you get in the base game. Like
it does mention you get
online,
some, yeah, but again, I didn't...
I mean, just to bring that up as well, like you are bouncing and grinding and stuff to get style points, and you've kind of got like a bar at the top.
Yeah,
there's like a lightning bolt of style,
and it comes in like I think it's 4 stages.
There's 4 stages, yeah.
And basically, as you go up the stages, more of your amps apply. So I think the weapon
they're the human amps, the character amps. So the weapon amps are always active.
No, they're not. They're only active at stage 2 style.
Are they? I thought
Then stage 3 is the character amps. Then stage 4 is everything is amplified to an overdriven state.
But you've also got like the ultimate character amp as well. That's only at hero at 4.
Yes.
So
I think one's actually. I think 1 is when the weapon one kicks in.
Okay.
2 is when your weapon
hero 1.
Like when you start hitting people. With your
but there's also different ones like when you bounce, it might do something.
There's like a ground slam one.
I had melee fireballs. That was fun.
Yeah, I did that. And then you got your ultimate, which I had like lightning would just start appearing randomly and zapping things.
Yeah, I had that.
There was one that made like tornadoes and stuff. There was all sorts. And
so
then
who is the real mutant here? You know,
they were stuck here. They were stuck in with me.
Yeah.
It was one of those. The walls were sealed, but they were stuck with me. It was like insane because you got all these different amps, all this stuff going on. By the way, I was playing this in Series S. I don't know what it was like on the original one. It did not hitch once.
It did not stutter.
Well, yeah, because the Series S is better than the Xbox.
I know, but the amount of stuff that was going on, like, and it still looked pretty nice. Like, it didn't look bad.
Played it on Steam, and the Steam Deck handled it perfectly fine. There was not a cough, not even nothing.
But the multiplayer,
but it says it's not. It says it's not going to cope.
Yeah.
Well, does it not say? Is it not Steam Deck verified?
I don't think it's verified. No, I'm pretty sure it's not.
But it still ran perfectly.
But it ran perfectly fine. But it's just somebody hasn't ticked that box, I reckon.
Me and Jake played the multiplayer with 2 of us. It's up to 8 players.
Wow.
And when you're playing with 2 players, you're getting like double the amount of enemies. It's not
Yes.
If all of them had the same build as you with your turrets and your lightning and your tornadoes, and you wouldn't be able to see anything.
I can't imagine it holds up at that
That's the reason they call it like Chaos Squad.
Yeah. But with 2 of us, it did, and at the most intense bits of the campaign, it did. It was like it was mind blowing, like the stuff that was going. Because then you've got all these characters pop in, and it's saying pop, and so many. And when they blow up into like loads of like currency, kind of like how they do in Ratchet and Clank. So you got all that going on everywhere. That
I also kind of like that.
Sucked into you.
The incentive to switch your guns around, because each time you kill an enemy, you get ammo for your other guns.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
actually, that was one of the things that really frustrated me, not to be able to just keep using the shotgun, because I loved the shotgun, obviously, and it gave me that straight away.
Yeah. I definitely get why. Yeah, some people would, but I think that's kind of like the aim of the game. It's kind of like Doom.
Yeah.
Like
you get 8 weapon slots, don't you, or 10?
Yeah,
8, I think.
8.
I found as we're on Control, I found the Control okay. But it kind of, you could see, as you've all said, the date of it. So, like, you just hit a wall.
Yeah.
And it just, the motion, everything had just stopped dead.
As you get further through the game, you unlock abilities I feel like you should start with, like the air dash.
100%.
Yes. Yeah.
That changed the game.
I was enjoying it up until that point. But I was going, this game is missing an air dash specifically. And then when I unlocked it, I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
Why wasn't this available straight away?
There's a boost dash you can do on grind rails, which I feel like the maximum speed of that should just be the speed that you grind at.
Yeah.
If you just start grinding on a rail, it's really slow.
Yeah. I also don't like the fact that you have to actively press a button to grind. I kind of feel like sometimes it should be contextual, because sometimes I wouldn't press it because I feel like I'm going to, and then I just, especially early game, I just fall through the rail.
Sometimes pressing it late can be a good advantage because you hook it with your crowbar.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing.
Other thing that bothered me a little bit was more early game when you had a specific amount to kill in an area. And there was one left, and it'd get to the point where the music is still going bam, 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 bam in the background. You're like, but
where is he?
Where is he? And I'm just stood here.
I've got that as a bullet point, especially with the human enenemies, because
they don't try and find you to kill you; they just stay where they were.
And there was one, especially when I was in like I don't know, maybe a car park. It was when you have to rescue the guy from the trash compactor, if you remember. And there was quite a lot of layers, and the minimap didn't say what layer the person was on. It was just a red dot. But it's going up and down to try and find it. I will say from the controls, I think when I first started it, I think I started it before I went on holiday, and was enjoying it, but I had a week off, maybe even 2 weeks off by the time I got back to it, and I found it really hard to pick back up. Because
it's got a lot going on.
So much is going on. By the end of it, I was absolutely fine. But it's one of those
even not
games
just
you
during
really
the gameplay, like the menus and the setup of your amps and stuff. It's all a lot to think about for a not serious game. You think they could streamline a lot of that.
The thing is, I definitely get that,
and focus on the fun.
The thing is, I don't even know how much of it like truly matters. There's also a mechanic that you can like boost damage and stuff. The overdrives.
So you get stickers. So if you kill enemies while you're grinding, you get grind stickers. Or if you kill enemies while bouncing, you get bounce stickers. If you kill enemies with
did you need that?
Turret stickers. I know. And then you invest them into skills to level up. And it's a bit much.
Yeah.
It's a little bit much.
I liked adding amps to weapons.
Yes, agreed.
But like sometimes,
and the hero amps as well.
Yeah, sometimes it just went a bit far. And there's so much in
especially for such a short game. If it was a game that was RPG-esque, that you went around a massive world, then this stuff would have its place because you'd get much more comfortable with the weapons before you upgraded them.
What is it, about 12 hours maybe?
I mean,
there's loads of side content, but then you've got those like
there's a lot of side
story.
Content,
periodically in the story, you have to do like a tower defense mission. Thing. And in that mission, those missions, you've also got traps.
Yeah.
That you then also have a new wheel of stuff that you have to manage and an energy meter that you have to manage. And it's a lot. It is a lot.
I had a little bit of PTSD in it, I have to say. So one of the worst missions ever made in any game ever was the train mission on San Andreas. And everybody knows what that is. And I found flashbacks of that in this game.
Oh, no, when?
It was just, right, I'm doing the same rail to get up this building 10 times. Right now I'm doing the same rail, chasing this train, leaving me 10 times
the train
because
bit.
I keep falling off it. And then I just kept having flashbacks of repeating and repeating. And the frustration was getting to me.
Yeah, I had one where, again, I kept forgetting to click the grind button.
Straight through the rail.
I just kept falling through and okay, now I have to restart the route back up to the thing. And
I always fumbled at the end.
Yeah.
Always fumbled at the end, so I had to then redo it and then I'd do it again. And it would go on and on.
I feel like it could have done with like a vertical climb as well. You know, like
I found that when you're trying to go up the side of a building, it's kind of ambiguous to how close you need to be to the next ledge to be able to pull yourself up.
I don't know if you guys...
Yeah, you could actually somewhat double jump on some ledges if you were close enough.
Yeah, but it didn't always feel like the same distance.
Yeah,
it could be.
Who finished it? I did.
I finished it.
I didn't get very far in it. I only just rescued the guy with the train and did some stuff from his like home base, which is the arcade.
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah. Did to the point where you're chasing that train? I think the robots have started appearing.
You missed some of the best content, guys.
Some of the back end
honestly gets
got
so
better
much
then.
better. Yeah, it really. Like the beginning, I enjoyed, but it gets way better. But the last boss, I'm not going to spoil the boss. Not that much of a spoiler, but there's a lot of like vertical. You have to go up a lot. You have to jump on these platforms, and I found quite a lot. I couldn't get up a building because it wasn't the grind rails or the cars or anything nearby to jump on to get up there. So I was kind of having to. Yeah, I was having to faff around getting out the way to come back
that
again.
might have been the point I was out.
At the end of the game.
More frustration.
But it's only like little bits, because by that point I was pretty comfortable with all the other mechanics.
I think a lot of the, what would you call it? I suppose movement or like... it feels quite good and it's very fluid. But I was just like bouncing around.
On rails and the jumping's really fluid, but there is one glaring omission. There's no sprint.
That is true.
What
are you sprinting?
No. The base running speed is not very fast.
Either your character says it, or it's
hardly on the floor,
or it's in the loading screen. It says there is no sprint because you grind, or something like that. It's sprinting is grinding, or something like that. It says on the loading screen. So that is how you
should be able to run at the rail fast.
Yeah,
but there's no point.
But you're not supposed to be on the floor.
Yeah, you want to be in the air, grinding fast. If you're running on the floor, it's
If that was the case, make the floor dangerous to be on.
But I just treat.
There is a mission where it is lava.
There is. To me, it was dangerous to be on the floor because you could get so much easily overrun on the floor.
If you got your amps up, you got a damaging dodge, which
I know, but you're not getting your amps on the floor because you're not doing the stylish move.
But the stuff you're going to pick up from killing all the stuff is on the floor.
Yeah, but it magnetizes to you so much.
I just bounce near it
in the air.
I just bounce near it and then carry on in the sky.
I think if you're spending too much time on the floor, you're not. I don't want to sound like a knob, but you're not playing it right.
Yeah,
it's like playing Devil May Cry and just sitting at like a D rank because you're shooting them from a distance. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're supposed to be in there doing different tricks, juggling them.
It just seems like one of the most basic things that's in every game, and they've not put it in.
I get.
Yeah, but you've got a role.
You do have a role.
Which is the most one critique of the movement would be you could literally just bounce on the same car. And then sometimes I would.
Yeah, but doing that, you don't get the style for bouncing on the same car.
You don't, but like if you were just aiming at one guy, let's say, like one of the big enemies.
Like the excavator arm dudes.
I just bounce between one car to another car, back to the same car, and back again. And just keep shooting him.
Yeah, I did that sometimes.
Yeah.
So that moves on to aggression, I guess.
You should get more style points for grinding, but you don't. You only get it for bouncing, I found.
You do get it for grinding.
But you need to be moving up and down the grind and going to different rails and stuff, rather than just grinding in like a circle.
Yeah. You'll get it for the initial grind, but not for it continuing.
One of my only complaints from the gameplay point of view is towards the end of the game, you get a sword. And this sword
Yes.
He's the best sword in any game ever.
It's not a very melee conducive game.
When you melee, what does it do? It throws a fireball, lightning.
Yeah.
Basically summons a storm. This sword that you get, yeah.
It is insane.
You're like one-shot killing the robots.
Yeah, killing everything. But you only get it for that mission. After the mission, it gets nerfed. And they make a joke about it. He gets knocked out and he wakes up and he's like, oh, my sword's been nerfed.
Oh, it's like the serpent-killing greatsword from Elden Ring.
Yeah,
I did like the fact that you loaded in so many different ways after dying. Like you were,
yes, it was always
back. I thought that was
inventive.
an ace little touch.
Yeah,
like sometimes he'd punch the camera back because it was too close, or
yeah. And even if I didn't fast travel that much because I think like the movement was that good that I didn't really want to.
Yeah,
but you could fast travel and he'd do different animations too.
And
Usually, he's walk out like a portaloo or something.
Yeah, I came out of a toilet. Yeah,
yeah.
But he says something, doesn't he? Like when at one point it gives you an objective at the other side of the map, and he says, "If only this game had fast travel."
Yeah,
but it does.
Yeah. I know it's like a joke, isn't it?
It's good.
That was one of the things that started to, no pun intended, grind on me a lot. Is the meta references to itself being a game, because the game that he was playing on his phone in the intro is the game you end up playing.
Yes, it is.
As the character.
But I liked
it.
And this is what we were saying earlier. Like, it is quite dated humor. That meta commentary is very dated, but sort of getting past the fact that it has been done. For one, I think it's actually a good example of that comedy in this game.
Yeah,
but looking back at it,
I'd get if the main character like was talking like that, but other characters also reference that you're in a game, even though they wouldn't have anything to do with it. Like the guy that sells you amps, he goes, "If only there was a menu you could open to put these amps on your guns." I'm like, shut up.
Well, he doesn't know. He's just saying that what if there was
two hats.
Yeah. It's just funny, isn't it?
I do not find it funny.
Taking it too seriously.
The only bit I didn't like for that, I liked all of the humor like that mainly, but at the end, the ending was weird.
Oh, you didn't like the ending?
I didn't like the ending that much. Yeah, the ending gag specifically, but I still liked the end.
Yeah,
the whole game. To be fair,
it was fine. Yeah.
Well, I guess that brings us round to references then. If we
references,
recommendations,
same thing.
Well, I just want to say, just while we talk about comedy, like you guys missed some truly hilarious missions. There's one mission I really wanted to highlight, and I know this is one of your favorites, Jake. You at the point you got to, you sort of like found the uni kids, didn't you? Because you got the nerd guy, and he's in with the uni kids in the arcade. But there's a few different factions, and one of the factions you get are like a D&D like troop.
A LARPers.
The LARPers, but they're very like D&D, I suppose. Yeah. The LARPing, and there's one mission you do like a tower defense, and there's like a bard, sort of playing the whole thing, and it's just really.
And
funny.
then spoilers, he dies, and then someone else takes over with an electric guitar. Plays electric bard music.
It's just really good. It was all really well done. All the different characters were fun. The different
you can see the missions
were unique.
Would get boring if they didn't like add unique things to each one, but I feel like for most of them they did add unique.
But they even mentioned like the rule of 3. Oh, you're beating this boss, you best do it another 2 times.
Yeah,
it literally says, "Are you familiar with the rule of 3?" I heard somebody say.
Yeah, so it's all things like that which I think are, I get it. It's quite dated, but I enjoyed it.
I don't think we've said dated enough. So recommendations then. Joe, you start off.
I'm going to be quite negative, I think.
Oh, no.
I think it's just not for me. I think just because I've come from off the back of some like really polished games. It's not that the game feels rough around the edges. It's just like the style of it all. It's too like, it just feels messy because there's so much going on.
Okay.
And it's not all integrated together in a smooth way. Like there's a lot of UI components and there's a lot of stuff going on screen at once, and you can't really focus on any one thing. Like say there's a boss character that you're trying to aim at. You're being like mobbed by too much going on, or he's jumping away from you like around buildings, and like there's not many grind rails to get to him, so you have to go around another way of the building or something like that. And it's just, I feel like it's trying to take me out of the fun that it's putting me in to get me to do the boss sort of thing.
I can kind of see that. I definitely agree with the UI.
Yeah, there's so much.
I think if it came out now, people would accuse it of being like a TikTok game.
Yes.
because it's throwing so much at you all
and
the time.
It's very quippy.
Yes,
it's got like that Marvel humor to it.
Yeah.
But everyone's got something to say like, immediately after.
It was like at peak Marvel era time, wasn't it?
I feel like because gaming's kind of moved past that, even with games that have humor in it and they're self-aware games, it's too on the nose for me to like really think, that's actually quite clever. It's like, you're doing too much of that. That's like your entire premise is the meta of it all. And like there was a few funny things at the beginning, but it kind of tailed off for me really quickly.
Yeah, fair enough.
What would you recommend?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Jake?
I 100% recommend it. It's no like masterpiece of a game by all means, but I just enjoyed a lot about it. It was just fun. And that is what games are about, I suppose. I found the movement and weapons and all the enemies worked really well. I just thought it was really smoothly done. Again, it wasn't perfect, but there's not a lot of games that are, I suppose. And even if it was dated, as we keep saying, it still made me laugh more than it probably should.
Most of the games,
yeah. So I just had a really good time with it, and to be honest, I like blitzed it as soon as it came up on the wheel. I think I finished it in like a week and a half.
Wow,
it was really good. I liked it.
Cool, Brad.
Well, I basically just agree with everything Jake just said, so I'm not going to rehash what he's just said. I do 100% recommend it. I just want to bring up one other thing that we didn't talk about, which was the multiplayer. Oh, I got a second, because me and Jake did play a bit of multiplayer.
Yes, I played a bit of the multiplayer with Damon.
Okay, how did you find it?
Horrific.
Not too dissimilar to us. Now, it's set up really weird. You can just basically join each other's world and run around, and that works well. That's fine. But you're what you're basically doing is doing mini objectives, aren't you? Like mini tasks that'll pop up, defend this or collect this or do that. Yeah. And they're set up as like mini games. Once you do so many of those, you unlock one of those tower defense missions at the end.
Yeah.
That was great. The tower defense mission at the end was really good because that's when everything gets nuts. But all those other little missions, they didn't work very well because they weren't very hard. They were very repetitive. The problem we had, and I don't know if you would have had the same thing playing on PC, but because the SSDs are so fast on current consoles, and this wasn't developed for a current console, when it explains the mini game, it explains it in the loading screen.
Oh, and there's not enough time to read it.
So there was one, we didn't know what we were doing. It was something to do with the train.
We're like,
and
what the hell are we doing?
It both times. Yeah. Both times it popped up because we couldn't read the stuff quick enough. I know what to do.
It was a very different experience. So I played it with Damon, who was Master Pimp God on it in some way. He had all this pimp gear with a silly hat on and everything. And
we should say you can customize your character as well.
Everyone's covered in paint.
It was absolutely tremendous. Super high leveled, had all of everything, and that made everything his level. So all it was high.
I didn't realize that there was like levels.
Same, to be honest.
It was just they came in at such a rate in comparison to what they would for me.
Yeah.
And it just made the game nearly impossible to play. I couldn't do anything at all.
I didn't realize that was an issue. So that's obviously not a way to play it.
To be honest, like going through the game myself, I don't think I died. Maybe once.
Really?
Yeah.
I died like once or twice, or like a failed mission or something like that.
I died loads. I died on purpose sometimes because I got it wrong.
You want to see the animation.
Yep.
But I think the multiplayer would be so much better if it was just open world. Yeah. And then you can do those.
You go to them.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah, do a big tower defense it becomes like a wave-based survival game. Yeah. I think that would be great. And you can do it like 10 waves, like a horde mode, basically. Yeah. There's a horde mode in this.
Could you do any of the normal story content co-op?
No. It's just basically just like side missions, essentially. But yeah, if there was a horde mode, I think it would be genuinely great.
Yeah, same.
I think I could see that working really well. I was kind of sad when our little the tower defense mode ended because it just kicks you back out to doing the
but you could do like 6
thingy missions again,
side missions again. Yeah.
Yeah.
But more importantly, what would you recommend?
Oh, I said 100%. Yeah, definitely. Same as you. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I didn't finish it as quick as you, but yeah.
So for me, reservedly, yes, because I think the entertainment value of it, the humor in it, I think is great. But I think my problem was I would have played it more if it was 2014.
Yeah.
I think my problem is I've had way better now games to play, and it didn't keep pulling me back, unfortunately.
That's the problem I had. Like the first time I went back off it, I was like, do I feel like picking this up again? And then I feel like I was doing it just for this.
I was making myself do it because obviously we had to talk about it a little bit. And
I definitely had a bit of that at the beginning, but
I would say experience it to people. I would say definitely experience it to people, especially if it doesn't cost you money to do.
Yeah. I think it weirdly, like the first third isn't showing its best foot. It isn't showing its best foot forward. It's it's like the back 2/3.
Slightly overwhelming in the volume of crap you need to learn.
Yeah. But it's always introducing again new weapons, new enemies, new enemy types all the way through. You know, the humor stays. It's the same type of humor, but it's like it doesn't. I don't think get old personally because they're always spicing up a little bit. But yeah, I get why someone wouldn't necessarily like it in this day and age.
Cool. Well, I guess it's about time to wrap it up. The problem is, I don't know whose turn it is next.
I think it's
this guy.
It's Jake. We're back to Jake.
Yes.
Cycle repeats.
And I'm going to, because we're coming up to 3 years of the Garnish, guys.
Madness.
And we have hit a milestone at 69. Our very first Backlog game was Dishonored that I chose. And I'm going to pick Dishonored 2 for this month's
okay.
Backlog
game.
It's
been that long.
He's been threatening. He's been threatening to play the game since we played the first Dishonored.
Yes. I said back then that I wanted to play the second one, but I wouldn't play it straight away. Little did I know. 3 years later, I still haven't played it. So
that's why we do this, right?
That's the nature of the Backlog.
I'd played the first one before we did the episode, the very first episode, but I haven't played this one. It's a lie. I've played like the first hour, but I've not played the game properly.
So it'll be interesting.
Cool. Yeah. Next episode's going to be a little bit different. It is literally just going to be covering Summer Games Fest.
Might try and do a bit of what we're playing, but we'll see.
I don't know if we'll have time, really. We'll just probably kick into it. Just a little heads up for people. And we've been Gaming Garnish. Thank you very much for tuning in. Bye now.
Later, guys. Bye.